It's Meek week.
Meek week.
Round like this.
The commission.
It's a pray for times like this.
Somebody who knows all the words to the song should probably win the album for free. Because niggas can't make it past the intro.
On you?
The commission.
I don't even fuck with the boy.
The intro on the new album.
Oh, y'all just
fire.
let that ride?
What? What'd he say?
That's how he messed with the boy.
Nah, he said the other one. You don't mess with him? Hold on, wait a minute.
Come on, man. This is an anthem, man. Come on, man. This
It's a
put
great
Philly
song.
on the map now.
I don't know. I think Neo Soul put Philly on the map. To be honest with you, and Roots and if we want to be clip, if we want to keep.
Hold
it
up,
all the way
before you start
100,
talking your nonsense, let me introduce the show.
keep it 100.
The commission.
Welcome to the Commission Podcast, episode 21. I like that. Hey, we're back, fellas. Kev on the board, KP in the building. Mike was excited this week.
What?
Mike was excited this week. Mike couldn't wait to get
How
to the
was
show. He got a lot to get off
I'm
his
always
chest.
excited.
You got a lot to unpack.
He definitely has a lot to unpack, man. He's not sitting with anything
He
this
been
week.
sitting all week.
he's not sitting this week. No, Mike got.
Damn sure not sitting with. Well, we'll get there. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm about
Mike,
to say I'm just not.
take it
sitting
away,
with
Mike.
The Tekashi album. That's something I'm not gonna be sitting with.
Ooh,
Stupid.
stupid. We didn't like the Tekashi album.
I didn't even give it.
It's got some joints on it.
I heard the snippets they played on the Breakfast Club.
You didn't even listen for your man?
Who?
Yay? He's on 2 joints.
That's your man. That's your man.
That'd be a good drop.
I'm good. Anybody listen to it?
I did. I skimmed through it. I listened to the joints with Yay. I actually kind of liked them.
I'm actually gonna have to go back and listen to it. Been a little absent from music.
Yeah. What do you expect, KP?
I don't like Tekashi, but I'm gonna definitely listen for the Ye part. The Ye
I think people are listening just based off of
The situation?
Yeah, the whole situation.
Which is very, very interesting. I'm more invested in the situation than anything regarding his music. Like, the situation is intriguing and unfolding every single day. Like, you couldn't write a story better than this.
It's a movie.
It is definitely a movie.
Like, it should be a documentary or at least a movie.
I feel like because no major outlets are really covering this, that is it real? Like, we've known this guy to do this, to kind of stage. Well, I ain't gonna say stage because I guess the kidnapping was authentic, and
I think it's real because they would have put the album out Friday if it was
suspense.
Yeah, but it got leaked. Like, the album got leaked and then they dropped it yesterday. Like,
Does anyone not anticipating? Does anyone not anticipate, even with the leak, it not being number one?
It won't be. Because it's got 2 days.
Totally.
It's today, yesterday, and today.
Totally.
No, okay. Keep in mind.
What else came out?
They normally do.
Black Thought.
They normally roll out on.
So disrespectful.
Damn.
KP is not from Philly.
Yeah,
KP is not from Philly.
Killed me.
Yeah,
Of course I'm not from Philly.
Black
This is
Thought.
crazy.
He come in killing Meek. It's his week, man. Let the man live.
Meek album gonna be number 1 this week for sure.
Absolutely, but we're not getting there yet.
Yeah.
Let's stay with Tekashi. Nothing came out. What was you saying, Mike?
Yeah, it's gonna be number 1.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, 2 days. That's a
Because
record.
remember, it is if when did they drop it?
It dropped yesterday
All right, so they're gonna take Thursday.
and tomorrow.
I mean, they're gonna take
Yesterday, today, and
Friday. No, they're gonna take the weekend.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
No,
Because think about
I
it.
think
Think about
Because
closed.
the new albums come out tonight at midnight, and they'll go till next Friday.
normally they
Yeah, they come out Friday, and then they got
It's
that
Friday,
weekend.
Friday.
that weekend, right?
But this dropped on a Wednesday, so you only get 2 days.
We'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be number 1 because I mean,
I was gonna say it was number one just off of competition. Ain't nothing else that came out. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying it's gonna be
Jaden
the
Smith.
highest. Yeah, not for nothing. Not for nothing. I've heard a couple. Like, have you?
I didn't listen to it yet.
I go to his page. He has like snippets. Like, I like how he does. Him and Tierra Whack, I think, do a great job of promoting their music, like their underground stuff.
She was on Flex.
Who? Tierra was?
Yeah, she's she spit the, you know how he brings people up to spit
Yeah,
the freestyle?
yeah.
She was on
Oh,
that
really?
last week. I didn't listen to it yet.
Impressive. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm anxious to hear that. But all that to just say this, the way he rolled it out is like a mixtape, right? But the joint, like the clips of what I've seen, he does a good job of it. And he's actually rapping. And it's about women.
The Jaden Smith album is?
I'm just saying. I heard him say girl a couple times, so I assumed.
He probably
Tyler
made
the
it.
Creator on it?
He's probably made it
my
beforehand.
Come
Because you
on,
know,
man.
who does that too? The boy that was on Jay-Z's Kingdom Come, not Kingdom Come.
Frank Ocean. is
Frank
what you're
Ocean
trying
does
to
that too
talk about,
sometimes.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll
He'll
trick
slide
you.
Yeah, you're not a Frank Ocean fan.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a song he was talking about.
This is Chanel.
Getting
See
head
both sides
or,
of the.
yeah. I was like, were you getting or get? Listen, I'm not interested in you trying to open Pandora's box, so I'm good.
Wow. Okay. All right. Back to Tekashi and his current situation. Do we even want to kind of even touch on that? Like the whole snitching thing, the whole academics, Ebro involvement.
Ebro.
Well, apparently, in this, I mean, it's been so many stories, right?
There's so many. Every day I feel like a new thing comes out.
They're treating this kid like he's Pac or something.
Mhm.
And I kind of feel like that's somewhat disrespectful because he's getting this much coverage and he's done so little.
You mean
It's-
Ebro
it
because
wasn't even a year.
Right. Like
Like
why
he came on the scene this time last year.
why do we care so much? And honestly, if you notice, I try to omit a lot of Tekashi talk from the topics because I'm like, man, I don't really want to get this kid. I mean, because I felt like this is what it was all building up to. It was all leading to this. Like this is not
Good
shocking.
trolling. I mean, but I'm not necessarily.
No, they're not trolling. Like,
no,
this
Tekashi is good trolling. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like he was great at trolling. He pulled the Trump move, and had the whole social
That's a fact.
spin game and fake stories and trolling people and all types of stuff. So his whole career is built off of that. And then he goes, gets arrested, and whether it's true or not, people are like, oh, he's snitching. I was like, I'm not mad at him for telling. Like,
Apparently,
you're not a street dude. Like you are a sidewalk bro. You're street affiliated.
Well, that's the thing. When you affiliate, then you align yourself with. So if you're aligned with the streets, then you are subject to the
Automatic.
consequences that come with it.
No,
Yo, the funny thing about it
you're a
is-
sidewalk dude. Like if the
Not when
and
you throwing up
that's-
blood and Treyway and all this, and you're talking about putting bounties on people
It's the bank.
and robbing folk. Like, come on, man.
I don't
Yo.
understand. Like, how are you letting someone record that video of you
'Cause-
talking about putting a hit out on
because
somebody?
it's 2018 and it's cool. The same way that people get jammed up for like, or the same way people run up in the stores and act a fool. The same way Bunk steals and runs. Like everything is for attention. Attention's the new drug. That's the
I
hottest
seen,
drug on the market.
Video the other day, not to get sidetracked, but some kid goes into Champs and puts on a pair of sneakers. And you know how people like walk with their chest, try to sneakers out. He puts them on and he just immediately like sprints out of the store. And
He
employees
does.
start chasing him,
Then he
and then he
sprints back in.
sprints back in like he's trying to like try him out. You know what I mean? It's pretty funny.
That's
pretty
actually
funny.
Yeah.
that's actually is pretty funny.
That's funny that they let you even try both sneaks on.
He wasn't in America though. That was had to be somewhere else.
Nah, I've tried both sneakers on in the store before.
In Montgomery County, they let you try.
Yeah. If you anywhere outside of the county, they don't give you both pairs.
They let you do that out in Chicago?
For all our listeners, that's the
yeah,
suburbs of
both
Philadelphia.
Sneakers,
Both
like you
sneakers.
can try one of them on. Like
Right.
it's normally only gonna be one in the box when they pull it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why?
You want to try that one off the wall?
Where's the other one?
Like you just said, you can
My
put them
man
on and run out
Kay
of the
said-
Where's
Kay's
the
really
other
from the
sneakers?
suburbs.
No,
He's really
no,
from the suburbs.
no. It's just I'm sorry. The privilege is
Yo,
amazing, right?
where's the other
They're
sneaker?
not gonna bring you both pair.
That's
for the
crazy.
fact that
That's
you
crazy.
just
At the
said-
any mall around here is giving you both sneakers.
We're
Yeah, 'cause
in
we're
Montgomery
in
County.
King of
County.
Prussia is giving you both sneakers.
Oh, okay.
House of Hoops is giving you both sneakers.
All right.
Thank God I live in a nice area.
Yeah, I know. he don't
I
appreciate
hate those days.
The privilege.
Right.
Nah.
I'm part of
Yo,
you
we
guys.
gotta
now.
go somewhere where they don't give you both sneakers, and I'm like, "Where's the other one? I want to try them both on."
They might-
And
They
you
gonna
can
look
record.
at
You
it.
can
What
record
the fuck
me.
is wrong with you?
You can record me saying that.
They're going to bring it out for Kev. They're going to be like, yeah, we'll bring it out both up. We'll bring it both
They
up.
probably will. Actually. That'd be fucked
the
up.
fact that we even having this conversation is crazy. He like, what do you mean only one sneak? It's innocent
Yeah,
too.
the other want to be on. All right, am I buying the one off the wall then? Give me the other one.
They might have you trying to walk the
Yo.
wall.
Oh my God, yo. Why was I watching?
Is this bad for us or
No,
is this
hold
bad
up,
for
yo.
him?
I think it's bad for me.
Why was I watching Undercover? Because the KP point, he's like, yo, nah, they going to give him both fair. And I believe they going to give him both. They going to give Kev both fair. I was watching Undercover Brother this morning. Like, it was like
Eddie
4 in the
Griffin?
morning.
That's a good movie.
Oh, my God.
Love that movie.
Neil
is
Patrick Harris and Dave Chappelle, when they let Neil Patrick Harris in, and Dave Chappelle's like, what the fuck? Nigga, I've been going to school for 6 months. I had to pay them the fucking fees out of my pocket.
Student loans.
I got student loans and shit. You let this nigga in for nothing.
You let him join.
That's how I would be if I see Kev get 2 pairs of shoes in the hood and I don't.
And you looking at like,
I've been walking these streets for 30 years.
That was so funny. I'm sorry. We way sidetracked. We were talking about Tekashi and everything. I don't know with his situation. Do we even care anymore?
I do. I think it's. I mean, we don't have to talk about it, but I think it's like a movie. The way
The
it's
made for
just
TV movie is gonna be
unfolding.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yo, if he don't,
If Irv does it, it'll be crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
God. Yo, why?
Tails
is this gonna be a
Tails
Tails?
is coming back.
Mike
It's
is gonna
not.
be all tuned in for
it's
that.
definitely not coming back out. Is it really supposed to be coming back out?
It is supposed to come back out. It
Smiling
is.
right
You know
now.
that?
Yeah.
He
It
said
is coming back out.
last year it was supposed to be coming
No,
back
No. I
it's
heard.
definitely
yeah,
coming back
it's
out.
coming back out.
Alright, well.
I mean, no, it should be. It's just interesting. So people say FBI informants. I was just in the barbershop talking with my boys.
Tails, Kiki.
I was talking with my boys, and I was saying like, listen, I was like, y'all don't understand the different level of policing that the FBI and local cops do. Like, don't snitch with local cops, but if FBI come and get you, they want to like the pressure that they have to put on you to make you talk is ridiculous. It's the government.
I know there's a lot going on in the world, but Tekashi 6ix9ine is still a huge act for nobody. I've seen lesser acts who've had issues get
He's the biggest thing in
shown
hip-hop.
on like CNN and MSNBC and Fox. I've seen lesser acts
Yeah.
get shown. Why am I not seeing anything?
Yeah,
That's
no
what.
press.
That's what makes me
That is
like.
true.
Except for tabloid media, TMZ, academics, bloggers, and shit like that.
You'll see it though when it goes to trial. I think.
I should have seen it when he got arrested, bro.
That's what they talking about.
Yo,
That'll be
he's gonna
September of
September.
next year.
of next year. He's getting
Yeah.
a year in jail.
Nah, they said
There's
nah.
a
They
bail hearing soon.
Yeah, I think
bail
like
no,
another
I
month.
thought they.
Nah, they got another.
they'll
His,
hear
they
it
said
next
his,
week.
yeah, they got
Oh,
another
okay.
one. Yeah, his lawyer's gonna try. Yo, that's gonna be
a
crazy.
year in jail though.
That's gonna die the whole story down. And you know what? If he
get out, oh my god.
if he don't get bail, he's doing that time
You think so?
automatically. Yeah, they
Oh,
said
hell yeah,
they
yeah,
already
yeah.
said. I mean, the
Yeah.
conviction rate is what is
Come on,
it?
it's the feds is
They said like
90%.
93%.
Yeah,
It's
feds don't
technically
play.
he's in Philadelphia. He's right here on
Ain't that what I told y'all last week?
But they kept saying that they moved. They didn't know where they moved. They moved him from MDC.
You doing that's
to
the
another-
only that's the Fed that is it on Arch Street. That's the Fed for the Northeast Division, like of the United
Get the
States.
fuck out of here. You
Yeah,
serious?
it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm saying. Right there on Arch Street. So he was going. That's what Kim was at. Who else? Anybody that's doing Fed time. That's
A
where they
few people
going.
Were there, were at were there. I mean, but the problem what I always keep trying to tell people is Fed time. Feds and regular police is two different levels.
Oh, yeah, we all know
of,
that.
of-
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
ridiculous. So, cause I was talking to my friend and he was just like he was doing some crime, and he was just like,
Hold on. This sounds like another contradiction.
no. I said I was talking to my friend. He said he did some time, and he's saying
I thought
like,
you said he was doing
No,
some
no,
crime.
he's
I
saying
thought
he-
he said that too.
He said he did some time, and the
Okay.
people were like, "How when the feds came, they was trying to threaten to deport his whole family." Like,
Oh, yeah, that would
like,
be
like,
bad.
like regular police is like, yeah, yada yada. We tell
Yeah,
them,
I get
but the
it.
feds
Yeah.
is like, yo, we gonna take your mom, take your house away. It's like,
Yeah.
how could you not snitch under those circumstances? It's ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, man.
If somebody's threatening to take your whole family out of the country, then what you need to know, dog, like it's not that serious.
I mean, the games we play. I know you might not be familiar with that bar, but I mean, I feel like it's appropriate.
He said, I'm sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
Oh, what was the name of that song again?
It's called Snitch.
Snitch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Those were sorry, nigga.
Remember that Pusha T joint?
Yeah, that joint was hard.
Yeah.
It was on,
Wow.
the
He
first
said that's what his
album.
homie told him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
When his homies was booked. And
That's
he
what it
was
said.
like,
Sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home. Smell snitch.
nah, they made that up.
You know what?
That joint's crazy. That was on the.
Yeah, that song was hot.
The Dream produced it, I think. No,
Nah, Pharrell
did.
did.
For real,
Yeah,
for real.
Dream.
You didn't remember that, John? You know,
I don't remember that, but that is hilarious. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a snitch.
Pusha was like, Pharrell hit him, was like, yeah, sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. and Pharrell, I mean, Pusha was like,
He
was
said
like,
he didn't talk
snitch.
to him again after that. Like, I can't talk to you
who his
anymore.
friend? Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
no,
I
you
mean, why
can't.
would you? Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
I mean, if you was like, you know, I guess Pusha said they was out there in them streets, right? So if your man telling you he about to like give some
I
people
appreciate
up,
the heads up.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like,
Oh,
now
but I'm
I
not
know.
gonna give you up though. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, whatever. But at least I know what time it is with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Oh man, a lot of New York vibes going on in the area. Let's go to Mike's hot topic.
Mike's hot topic. I like when Greg loved it. When Greg wanted to discuss something so
Preface
bad.
it. Yeah.
I didn't
We
even
need like
introduce
a
this.
drop for Mike's hot topic because I think this is
Mike's
the second
hot
week in a
topic.
row where we've had one.
Yeah,
What
man.
was last week then?
Last week wasn't the Jill Scott thing? Wasn't that Mike's hot topic last week?
It was Mike's hot
All
topic.
right,
I'm
yeah.
glad. All
It
right.
might
Yo,
have been
if y'all
Mike's hot
y'all
topic.
need me,
All right, well, fine.
if y'all need to live through me so we
It's-
can discuss these
topic of the
things, I'm
week.
Yeah.
perfectly comfortable
We're just
with
picking
that.
a topic each week and dubbing it Mike's
All
hot
right,
topic.
I like that idea.
I like
yeah,
it too.
man.
Why not?
Go ahead,
Whatever.
Mike, but you wanted to talk about it though. You said you had some things.
Oh
you
no,
wanted to say.
no, yeah.
Well, let's go to the man who introduced it. And the man who introduced it is sitting to your left, Mike.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
So
Right.
so KP,
The single man.
indulge us.
Indulge
What
us.
is it that you
Charm
saw
Prince.
this week that really ruffled your feathers?
So so interesting enough, I actually didn't watch Love and Hip Hop.
I did.
I didn't watch that.
I seen it.
I'm not really here for.
Did you watch it
Ratchet
as a
TV.
family?
I did
Nah,
actually.
actually, the funny
Actually, I did. Me and my wife. I was like, I'm excited to watch it, yo.
Like,
Let's
yo,
watch it. I didn't even
let's-
watch the game today. Yeah, let's watch it.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is, I just so happened to see it on, and I seen that particular like clip,
Yeah.
you know, with them in the car,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Can you
Yeah.
run down who's in Love and Hip? Because I haven't seen. I don't know who's the
So-
cast this year.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
so-
Love and Hip Hop plug. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll give it to you. Pause. It's actually it's not gonna be a good season. First of all, because they got people that Love and Hip Hop is known for the drama, and they got people on there who are real hip hop acts that they ain't gonna really feed into the drama. So I saw it's Joe Budden and Sin.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Jewels.
Jewels and Kimbella.
Congrats to
It's-
Jewels and Kimbella.
Oh yeah,
They got
yeah, they
engaged
got engaged
after
finally.
10
It's
years.
so funny because I thought they was already married.
Me
They
too.
got like 5 kids together. Some
He said,
crazy.
Is that
after
strategic?
10 years.
Is that strategic
Oh,
right
I
now?
think it was for the show.
No,
Yeah.
well,
Nah,
he does
I
have a
ain't-
trial coming
I'm
up.
thinking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
but,
ain't got nothing to
but,
do with the show.
but,
that trial.
but no, the Fab one was strategic. I don't think
Wait,
this one's strategic.
Fab's on this.
No. Fab is married to
alright.
Emily now. Strategically.
Oh, they
Yeah,
married.
right.
They got married.
Yeah, they got married. No,
Oh,
nope. Yeah. You know, it's a trial coming up. Domestic.
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Wife can't testify against you.
Gotcha.
So, smart move, Fab. Anyway, back to Love and Hip Hop. So you got
Dumb
those
move,
two.
Fab.
You got Remy and Pap. You got Creep Squad affiliate Rich Dollars.
He's still on the show.
KP knows him well. You know what I mean? You're a
Well,
creep. You seem like a Creep Squad kind of guy.
Why would I even know him? Like this is
I don't know.
so.
You're from New
he's been on that
York.
show
He's from New
forever.
York.
No, that is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking
Don't,
when I seen him.
Yeah.
don't sully my name like that.
Don't tell me your name. And then you
Why
got.
would you want to be part of the Creep Squad?
I
too?
don't know. Apparently, it's a thing. DJ Self is in there. I
I
saw
like
Mano was on there.
Yeah, Mano. was on
Yeah,
there.
when I seen
I
Mano, I was
seen
like,
him
yeah.
courtside at the game, the Barclays game, not the
Sixers.
No, New York. I'm drawing a blank.
The Knicks.
Knicks.
The Knicks, not the Knicks. Brooklyn
Nets?
Nets.
Yeah, the Barclays.
That's
yeah.
Barclays.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm not-
that is
yeah, I thought
Barclays,
so.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
he was
With
on his
some
way.
girl. I'm assuming it's the girl he's with on Love and Hip Hop.
Possibly. Oh, you know what he said? His girl was the chick who got shot at
Right.
the thing with him and T.I. Remember they had a
Yeah.
little show in New York and somebody got shot, bartender, whatever. He's saying that's his girl. That's the storyline he going with.
Oh,
Knowing
okay.
damn well, I'm pretty sure he didn't know that chick at the night of. Like,
Okay.
why are you in the crowd
Yeah, I
getting
don't
shot
get
at?
that either.
If you my lady, you should be in the back. You know what I mean? At least backstage with the crew, whatever. People I know, my fam.
Everybody needs a storyline. That's
I'm not mad at you. But all these guys, they not gonna be the guys that's gonna be extra with the drama and the
Nah.
and the tea and all that
Joe
shit.
Budden will be.
No, he won't.
Why not?
Cause he
Well,
has a
Safari's
brand
on
right
there,
now.
too.
Oh yeah, Safari's the clown on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rich is on there too. So yeah,
Safari's
those
been
two.
in
right there.
every.
They was
Farmer-
clowning. Joe clown the
Dude,
shit
there's
out
like
of Safari. You
15
see that?
Yeah.
people on this show. It's 30 minutes long.
I know,
Is
but
it-
they
is it
rotate.
out?
You've never watched Love and Hip Hop ever?
I did like way back when.
Well, it's the same concept. Nothing has changed. It's just a different
it just
zip
seems like
code,
there's a lot
bro.
of people on it.
Yeah, they always
It's
got a
like
lot
it's
of
like
people.
Game of Thrones. It just jumped to different storylines.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. But here's the funny thing, right? Safari's on there, it's around the time that Safari performs 100 on this on Dykeman. Did we ever talk about that? When he got ran off
I fuck bitches you dream
yeah, and they was throwing beer and hot dogs at his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
So Joe clowned him about it, like, yo, you got to stop moving corny and shit like that, and yeah, blah blah blah. But this is not the thing that KP and Mike want to talk about.
No.
So let's go into the scene that they want to talk about.
So the scene starts with is a clip that I caught, and then I had to go do some investigation because I thought it was an interesting topic. And Joe's
investigation.
A little investigation. I had to, do some unpacking, like Mike says.
I think that's my line.
That's
Go ahead.
great. I know, right?
Thanks,
Just get
thanks.
to the story, man. Come on.
Goddamn week you've been on the show. You don't even know.
One of the brothers. How about that? So he's in the car with Sin, and she's just like, hey, since we're in the city, I got a hotel room. We might as well go to the hotel room and get it popping. And Joe just has this look on his face like, why we need to go to a hotel room when we got a crib? She's like, I know if we go to the crib, you're going to go to sleep. So we might as well go to a hotel room so we can get it popping. And Joe's kind of looking like, but I'm tired. So they get into a little argument. I think she calls him a senior citizen dick or something like that because something along the lines of Joe doesn't want to have sex. She gets in a taxi and pulls off. Very dramatic, but
She's 26.
In a normal 23-year-old fashion.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's 38, but yeah.
38, but he's been doing hard drugs, so he's probably like 16 inside.
Damn.
So,
That's true so far.
yeah.
Okay.
So then Joe proceeds to, I watched the next clip, and they were talking about it on the Breakfast Club, and they actually called him about it. And Charlamagne automatically jumps in and says, like, you know what? Before, I haven't had sex in months either. My kid's born, and we're traveling, and, this work schedule, and I haven't done it in a while. And they're like, well, if your wife wants to do it, you better make sure you do it, because, these young acts going to be, that's your wife's age, is definitely going to be hollering at your wife. That's what's kind of make
First of all, let me stop you real quick, though. Envy. Ain't he extra?
He's mad extra.
It's like, yo,
He's like, we do it like
granted,
3 times
we
a week.
understand. Nah, not even that. But it's like, I understand that, yo, you cheat. It was
You
obviously
cheated.
you
absolutely cheated. Yeah. So
and everybody knew about it. But it's like he tried to override the fact that with all this extraness, like as if that never happened. It's like, yo, Envy, like cut
Wait,
it.
you said he
Wait a
what?
minute. Yeah, what
You know,
happened?
remember
What
he
did he
cheated
do?
on his wife?
No, I remember
years
that.
ago with
Yeah,
Erica
yeah.
Mena.
With Erica Mena.
He's,
Yeah,
very,
I heard
he's
about
very extra.
What did he
now.
do in the interview? What
Whenever
did he
you're
say?
talking about relationship, Envy just act like he just, oh yeah, whatever my wife wants, like
His
it's
is
just,
perfect.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
just
not
so
as perfect. It's just he's definitely putting her. He's definitely praising and putting her
on the pedestal.
on a pedestal.
It's
Which
like,
fine,
let's not
because he
forget.
disrespect her. So he's trying to make amends for that. And every time
You
he has an
already
opportunity-
apologized on the radio.
But
Y'all
you-
called her live. You apologized on the radio. My thing is just tone down some of the extraness.
You know,
bro.
it's
you
so
ain't
funny.
always got to be.
Joe was like, Envy, you talking to me right now with the
Yeah,
radio.
with the
voice.
radio voice on. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, let's be regular. Like, yo, you doing way too much. But
I do, but I just think he's extra. Period. But that's just.
I think he's extra when this comes to talk about relationships
Yeah.
and white. Like, you know what I mean?
I think he's extra period too.
Yeah, I think
But,
he's
Alright.
extra period.
but go ahead back to your point. All right. So you said you fast forward to a scene and what?
Oh, so then Joe called into the show and they were talking about it, and Joe was like, "Well, I'm gonna try to ride this toddler thing out for forever because he just had the baby." And he's just like, I'll be happy not having, if I don't have to have sex, I'll be happy with that. And then everyone made like a big gesture, like, oh, and then he's trying to get into reason as to why he doesn't necessarily want to get into it. And that was pretty much it. I said it'll be a good topic. I don't know if it's storyline or show. It might just be the storyline. But then I thought to you guys, hey, you all married men living that life right now. What happens when you say no? What's that life like? Or can you say no?
Michael.
No, Greg, go ahead. Why you
Oh,
waiting on me to respond?
Or do you say no?
You wanted to talk about this,
I
and
wanted
now
to
you
talk
don't
about
want to
it.
say
Oh, my
anything.
goodness. You hear this
Yo,
guy? Y'all hear this
yo,
guy?
did Mike
if
not
you need
come
me,
in here?
if you need me,
All right, fine.
then that's
Listen,
cool.
Because
Do you
I'm
want me
single
to
and I say
introduce
no.
it? Do you
But I
want
wanna know
me
if
to
you guys say
introduce the
no.
topic? Kev is over there quiet playing with the microphone. You notice it?
Pause.
Conveniently,
Married man, I need you guys to speak up.
conveniently ain't saying shit, playing with the mic stand and shit.
It ain't even
whatever.
about, you know what,
You ain't
though?
never been tired? Like, yo,
All
I'm
right,
tired.
listen.
It ain't even about being
I'm tired.
married.
I'm tired.
It is about being married.
No.
it's not,
It's
'cause I've
we
been
can talk about
before-
relationships in general. Like, I
If-
think sometimes, like, and I'm just gonna give a little, and I'm gonna let Go ahead, Greg.
No,
you can take the
it's
throne.
about being married because the person's here with you in a relationship. You know, y'all live together essentially, so you can go home. You can kind of dodge the situation, but you come home to the missus.
Well, that could be anybody you live with. Then, like you,
Yeah, you don't have to be married. You could be.
I'm just
dating
feel like
somebody and
that
still
it's like
live with
more of
them.
like an obligation
even
when
in a
you're married.
relationship, though, it could be a regular relationship, and it could just be a situation that y'all went out. For instance, I was talking with somebody, and they was talking about planning a trip. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this place is nice. That place is nice. The room is nice. And they was like, well, that don't mean all that's happening.
We talked
and I'm
about
like,
this already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Like, if you going somewhere, like, how you already know in your head, I guess I'm trying to say this, that, oh, we're not, that it ain't even happened yet. But you got it pre-planned in your head that nothing's going to be popping at. Now, if it just so happened that it.
That sounds like they don't want that to happen, period.
Right. That person.
Yeah, that person just doesn't want to have
It's
sex
moving
with
away
whoever
from
the other
it's moving
person
away from the
is.
topic of
Right.
you guys.
Yeah.
But
saying
why are
no.
you planning a trip of that nature?
Listen. Let's get back to the topic
Yeah,
about you
let's go.
guys saying no. Like, do you say no? And we don't want to talk about these hypothetical situations.
I
'Cause
mean-
these guys are talking about saying no for months. We're not talking about a relationship.
For months? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Months at a
I
time.
don't know
Your
about
wife
that.
just got finished having a baby.
Nah.
You know, she's all healing now, and then maybe she's ready in the mood, and you're kind of like, I'm tired. No, and let's talk about that.
So
Let's unpack
here's
that.
my thing, right? I think the perception that that the world give men is that they always ready 24/7, right? And it's just like,
that's
God
false.
forbid, right? But I'm saying what happens is, like, God forbid you in a situation where, let's just say, I don't know what the time frame is. I guess it depends on the woman, but let's say 2 weeks. 2 weeks go by, and maybe let's say you don't touch her. It's automatically, it can't be the fact that you got something going on or you tired or you busy. It's, well, who you touching? And that's, so it's been times.
I wouldn't say that.
Greg.
It could be. It depends on your situation.
Guys,
Yeah.
educate me, please.
It could be.
No, I think
mean,
with
you could chime in too, because you just doesn't have to be people that are just married,
I think-
right?
I
Like,
think-
you could have a girlfriend
No.
and
Well-
not have sex
Well,
for 2
no,
weeks.
ma- marriage
in
is an
order to do
obligation.
that, you have to have pussy on a regular
Right,
basis.
and it
That's
has
what
to
you
be-
have to understand.
right,
So,
it's there
if I was
available.
a single guy, if I'm fucking the same girl regularly, there will be times in which I won't want to fuck.
Right.
Because I want to fuck something new. When I was single, he's not
Okay.
saying that. So he might not have
Oh,
experienced.
so you
it.
saying that, like, he doesn't want to have on the show, he doesn't want to have sex with her because he's just like bored of her?
But
Well, what I'm saying is, all right. So to go back to the original point, why a guy would say no. I say all the time, I gave a lot of my best years to hoes, and that's not really something that I'm proud of. But I've had a lot of experience.
That is
so
hilarious.
that's real rap. What are you saying though?
So the desires of most
for certain guys,
yeah,
that's
yeah, exactly. So the desires that some guys might still have and the experiences some guys might still seek, I'm not necessarily seeking those things anymore. Which means that there are going to be times in which unless I'm motivated, you know what I mean? I don't have a problem. I get tired, bro. Like,
I think
you know what
that's
I mean?
the
Like,
only reason
you know what I'm
why
saying?
I
Like,
would be like, nah,
yeah,
I'm tired.
I'm
Other
good.
than that, I'm with it.
Well, I mean,
is
because who's really working here? You know what I mean, like let's break this shit down. Let's unpack this for real. Like, who's really putting in the work, right?
Right? I'm breaking the sweat here. Yeah.
I sweat a lot. You know what I'm saying? I sweat a lot, and I have to work.
Yo, dig
This
a
guy's in
hole.
his shorts right
I
now,
know.
and it's 10 degrees outside.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Listen, man.
Listen,
Yo, actually, that brings up a funny point. I don't want to get off
Yeah.
sidetrack, but you clown me
Yes.
for white people wearing shorts when it's
Yes,
cold out.
I wear shorts
you
in the
fucking
winter.
wearing
I do.
shorts all the time.
I go
He's
outside
in
with
the
these on.
house?
he's in the house.
I am in the
now.
house right
Okay.
now.
So
I'm
if
in
you
the
went
home.
out right now, you wouldn't wear shorts.
I probably would throw these on if I was just running somewhere real
okay.
fast. Yeah,
All right.
I would. I would keep this on just with a hoodie on. It's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
But it's still white people shit. I don't care.
But he lives in
We
the suburbs now.
said
He
that.
has to adapt to his
I am
climate.
definitely adapting. You see my patio furniture, like I'm adapting,
That's
bro. Stop it.
hilarious, yo.
But
Yo, Kevin haven't spoke up. Kevin, you don't have a comment on
I
this
already
whole
told
say
you
no?
the only excuse would be I'm tired. That's it. Other than that,
He's ready to go.
yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Mike.
I mean, we got
What other
we gon-
excuse would there be?
What other
No,
excuse
we
could
gonna
it be?
no. You're gonna reverse it back. Let's go back to what Greg was saying. I think we missed this point.
He
right?
said he gave his best years to the host.
Imagine you in a situation like there's some guys out there that's they may have only had one partner and then they got married, and so they may have not had all the experiences.
Shame.
True.
Huh?
No, go ahead, carry on.
You said shame.
Shame on him. He missed life.
So that's basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like if you've had a productive, a life, I guess, lifestyle at one point or another, like
you had to have enjoyed that, where you're like, yo, I want to do that again.
No. You missed the point.
What do you mean you enjoyed it so that you want to do that again?
Like
he don't know what hole he's digging right now.
No, he ain't thinking the whole.
Nah,
What you
I
talking
think
about?
he slightly is.
I feel like
dancing
you're
around the
making it
topic
sound
here, guys.
like it's boring.
No, what? So
No, I'm making it sound like it's experience. Like you know what?
I already did that.
Nah, you know what it is. All right,
Please
so
educate
so
us.
here's an analogy. Me and my boys used to use this all the time. Not
Okay.
really. It applies here, but that's not what we used to talk about. If you made the league, let's say you made it to the NBA,
Okay.
right? And now you're living your dream. Think about it. You've lived your whole life practicing, trying to get to this moment, playing, competing at the highest level, late nights, the whole 9 yards. And now you finally reach your plateau and you're living your dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
People used to say that, well, if you make it to the league, then, you should play hard every game, right? Because it's a game and you love it. But at what point does that game turn into work? Like at some point, you're going to be like, oh, this ain't really fun. This is really a job. And like, I got to kind of put in some work.
Whoa.
So
I would look at it like I'm being paid for this job and I enjoy this job.
I get that. But are you going to play hard every 82 game season?
LeBron
82
been playing his ass off.
Every
LeBron
game.
sat down some games.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, 'cause
That's
he
all
was
I'm saying.
probably
That's all I'm
tired.
saying. That's my
And
point.
that's why I'm saying that's the only excuse.
But that's why I'm making the analogy.
but the
It's like, do
analogy
you
was that you
play
compared it to
hard
work.
every night? Do you play hard? Are you going to work every night? You playing hard every night, or you? At some nights you
The
like,
nights
you know
I'm
what?
not, I'm sitting down like LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin's saying if you're going to show up to the game,
Yeah,
you got to give your all.
I'm not putting my.
You're in the league.
I'm
No,
tying my
time
shoes, my sneakers. I'm putting on.
out.
Nah, some games.
Nah.
Let's keep it
Nah,
100.
nah.
trying to
You
run the
play-
full back
you
to
tell-
back.
Man,
That's
y'all
people-
don't watch it. Y'all don't watch
Yeah.
sports. You clearly don't watch sports because I be damned if they playing hard every single.
Nah,
you could
some-
see
you
it.
taking games off, even though
Yes.
you on the court. You taking games.
It's a
off.
back to back,
So-
and you still playing
okay,
hard.
So
Okay,
your heart's
but-
not in it. Why do it?
No, you still love the game, but
Yeah.
like, yo, you just need a
but-
break.
but
Like,
okay,
yo,
but-
Jesus.
What if that's something that consistently happens? Then
I'm not
That's-
saying
that's-
consistently.
Well,
We're just talking about the times in which somebody might say no or refuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. These are the
tired.
circumstances. They've been working. His excuse
you
on
work
the show.
all day
Time out,
and then
time
you
out.
gotta come home and
Time out.
work again. You're like, all
ex-
right, I'm tired
His
today.
excuse on the show was, look, I got a lot going on. I got the, he got a lot. He does got a lot. He
yeah.
got the Spotify deal. Got the 2 shows. They touring the podcast and all that.
I think there's other factors too. Like sometimes if you're like really stressed out, it's like, all right.
I got a lot on my
Yeah.
mind.
Which I'm sure he
Anxiety.
did.
He said
I'm
that
not gonna be
MV
into
pays
this.
a lot,
I'm not gonna
a lot
enjoy
for
this.
Right.
they have a nanny where they're out there doing everything themselves. But to my point behind it is that in Joe's case, you got a 25-year-old, 26-year-old young John. So
Yeah, that's hard. You gotta
So
give up with that.
you got you with a battery right now, and that battery
Yeah.
want to go all the time.
You need
so,
to, you gotta man up on that one.
Pop a pill and live the
That's
life.
a fact.
Well, I think Charlamagne alluded to that, didn't he? He said something about it. Joe, like, I ain't taking no pills in like
Joe's
some
like, pills
years.
are fun, but that's what Joe
But
said.
he said like he hasn't done. But I mean, I just think at the end of the day, it's like just like because you'll be fooling yourself to believe that like your spouse or whoever you with is like always ready to go when you ready to go.
Nah,
Like, 'cause they take
that's
nights off
definitely not-
as well.
yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
like, and it's hard to really sometimes.
You like chicken
get,
every night?
You're talking to the wrong one for that.
Would you eat chicken every night for the
Chicken
rest of your
wings,
life?
I could eat chicken wings every night.
The rest of your life, you
Yeah.
dying. You're lying. You're
I'm
lying
not.
to
I would
yourself.
just season them different.
No,
Nah, you
no,
can't.
Different.
You
You
can't.
can't. You can't prepare them
Nope.
different. No,
Nope.
the same.
It's
Why
the
not?
same.
It's
Lemon pepper every freaking night.
It's different.
You can try out different
You
things.
guys-
every night.
No. You
I
can
mean,
do-
they
man.
say
maybe
they
you can
say
have a
it
different
slows down.
side or something.
They
but
say
nah.
it slows down when you're married.
No.
You're
They
crazy.
say it slows down when you're married anyway. So I guess this is why.
You know what?
The
I
men are
don't
saying
even think that's legit. I think what happens is this. Like, let's just say all right, 7 days in a week, right? Let's say you not KP, you single, right? Let's say you bump into your lady friend 4 days out the week, 2 days out the week, you getting it popping. So 50% of the time you getting it popping. Now let's say you live with her, so y'all together 7 days a week.
It's ridiculous.
Even if you still getting it popping 2 days, the same amount of time you normally get it popping, that percentage has dropped though, because it's going in.
That's the point I was trying to make to you guys. Is
So
saying
it's
that
not
you
the
live
fact
with them,
that-
it's there available all the time. See me, I could.
That's a false narrative to believe that it's there all the time.
You
that's
kind
a-
of lay in the
that's
same
a
bed.
definite-
It's kind of there. I'm not saying that it's
Nah,
available, but it's definitely there.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. What? I don't even know what am I supposed to
You
be
got me
doing. It's laying in the
I'm
bed.
saying
in
it's
bed.
right next to you. The
Okay.
opportunity to have sex is more available for a married man than it is for somebody who's single. You're in the house with the bed.
I totally disagree.
Yeah,
I
I don't know about
disagree with that too.
Because
Yeah.
if the one person, my wife, is tired,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, ain't nothing going down.
If you're single, you would have other options.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
you should have.
Should,
right?
Right. I'm just saying that it's more
I think
available.
I think that's more of a validation in your life than it is ours, bro.
No, we're just saying it's more available. That's all we're saying.
No, man, options are
No,
always
man,
cool.
it's
options were cool.
I get it. So you guys say no when you're tired, and Greg gets a job. I definitely got it. Just to recap it.
It's not.
It's a job.
Greg, it's a job.
Because like I said, like we was talking about this earlier, and there's even like females that even, all right, let's go. Like if some stuff you do, and this was another subject, some stuff that you'll do that on the strength of for the other person. Like women, like they have it more or less like if you're not, it can turn into a whole nother security issue.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
it could just be the fact that, you could just be tired or just for whatever reason, let's just say just not interested. It's like you say, it could be stress.
Yeah.
It could be some other factors where.
If you and your wife are going to the gym every day, eating good, working out, getting enough sleep, you're probably going to have sex a lot more than somebody who's sitting on the couch, not eating well, not sleeping. Could we agree on that? That's
Somebody's been going to the gym or eating therapy. What is going
you
on?
don't
with
think
you?
that that's a true statement?
Absolutely.
People that
Yes.
are healthier are
I think-
definitely
yeah,
having more sex than
Yeah,
people that are
more
not.
stamina and everything. Yeah,
I'm not saying that
You're-
they're having
you're the-
more sex. I would say definitely more stamina and
Yeah, man,
I'm
you get
not
your
saying-
endorphins and your
I
body
get it.
start-
Yeah,
we're
yeah. Your
going more,
testosterone
like,
gets your hormones definitely increase when you're working out and you're healthier. I agree with that definitely. Damn, yo, you sound like my peoples and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta work out.
So it's not just as simple as you make it like, yo, let's just go upstairs and have sex. Like,
I'm not making it
I mean,
simple.
it
I
is,
never
but
said I do. So I'm just curious about Joe and his experience. And I'm sitting here with 3 married men, so I just want to know.
Yeah, because sometimes like
what's good.
it could be more spontaneous too. Like the one thing
I think that's a big part of it.
the one thing that she was saying that could have been like she kept like it felt like she was pressuring him a little bit.
They do that when they want it.
And you know what was weird about that though is like that's when it kind of can turn into like
Work.
the job.
well, I was saying last week, I don't like when things are planned for me. So if you're like planning, like, yo, this is what's gonna happen,
And that's
like,
what she was
I'm
doing,
not
though.
Doing,
I
nah,
got the
that's not
room. We're
fun.
going back to the room. We're
Yeah.
going to do this, and then we going. It's like
She said it's been a month.
And the other thing is the control thing. Like sometimes I don't like when the chick is too aggressive. Like I'd rather play the aggressor, and I don't know, maybe her planning it out, or maybe he was just like, yo, I already had a plan for the remainder of the evening
To sleep.
And
To
you
sleep.
kind of totally derailed that. Like, I
But-
mean, once
but the
you
girl
live with
saying
somebody, you get into a certain routine.
They just
so.
had the baby to have. He said, I ain't have a sex months. I'm trying to ride this toddler thing out for as long as possible. Joe just seems like he doesn't want to have sex. That's the kind of angle he was playing, but maybe that's just for the show.
Yeah, I
storyline.
just feel like that's like the all right. Yo, this is gonna create drama. It's gonna be on the tabloid.
Nah, man.
I don't
Yo,
think
I
it was
believe
done in that
yeah.
manner, yo.
I
know,
don't
man.
either.
He's
I think
smarter
she
than I think we think.
I think she blew it up to be something crazy, but I don't think like that was really
Listen,
the
man.
angle. Cause like for instance, like what Charlamagne was saying, Charlamagne was like, yeah, I kind of been busy. Like he was like, it just haven't been on my mind like that.
See, I'm just break it down, man. Joe got bodies. Like if you want to really break it down, Joe got some mean ones.
Yeah, he do.
On it,
I said that
yeah, I
earlier.
mean, on his. So it's like after a minute, you just like. Then I understand some people, like what Sim was saying. Oh, I could go out here and get any nigga. All right, you know what I'm saying. Well, you don't know what I'm capable of
careful
either.
what you wish
You
for.
know what I'm saying? Like for real, but But that's how it is. Like if you're accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle for such a long period of time, that shit don't excite you the same way. It's like if you are rich, you're not excited about buying a Louis belt today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or Lambo truck.
But it kind of turns to pleasing the girl too. So
no, that's a part of it, which is your obligation and
Right.
your commitment to that person, because you still have to figure out a way to keep it spicy.
Right. You gotta
know what I
you gotta
mean?
please your lady, because
Absolutely.
even if you've been driving Maseratis all your life and your wife buys your Maserati for your birthday, you know, you gotta be like, hey, thanks for the gift. Like, you know, you gotta play the part, dog. This is part of the job, essentially, or part of the lifestyle. So you just can't be like,
KP is acknowledging it's a job now.
well, I'm just saying. I mean, it is. I think
just condemned me for calling it
marriage
a
is the hardest
job.
job in the world. I'm just saying that you guys are married now. And
I would disagree with that. by the way.
What, hard?
What? Hell yeah,
I think if your marriage is a job to you, then you shouldn't be
bro,
married.
you gotta work at it every day, dog, to keep it together, because
You don't
divorce
have
is real out here.
Okay, but it's not like a job. It's not like I get up every day and I'm like, all right, man, I got a list of things I gotta accomplish today to stay married.
This is what I've
your
always
goal in
said,
your mind
right.
might be like, how am I gonna make my woman happy today? That's work. Where other people don't have to, or not concerned about anybody.
But that's not
else's.
a job. That'd be something that you should want to do. That's why you got married.
People like their jobs and want to go to work, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That the
Some
thought
people.
of the thought of putting someone else in front of you every day consistently is work. To stop being selfish is work, because you're made to take care of yourself.
I feel
and be,
like this comes back to the scenario where the guy that's not in a relationship tries to give relationship advice.
I'm not giving advice. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you
like-
that you when you said to be with somebody else,
I think
you chose to stop being selfish.
Yo, this is what I think,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
This is what I think. I said this, like, you know, me and my wife, we've talked about this, but I think sometimes, like, when we're at our best, when we're being just Mike and Michelle, not necessarily I'm her husband, so I'm required to
Mr. and
XYZ.
Mrs. Duncan.
Yeah, exactly. When we're just being Mike and Michelle, we chopping it up, we laughing, we having a good. That's when we're at our best. Versus like what you're saying, putting somebody in front of you, and I mean, when I tell her, like, when it feels like
but
she,
Mike might naturally do that. That's what I'm saying. Mike's been married for so long that Mike is naturally catering to his woman. That's who
I
Mike
mean,
is.
I think she probably would disagree sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest, like, she'll probably be like, you know, he does what he need. You know what I mean? And I think it goes both ways. But like I say, when we the natural chemistry of us just going out being Mike and Michelle, not parents, not husband and wife, just because that's the only thing you really do have. I think at the end of the day is just that, like, that friendship, that bond, and that's what's gonna keep y'all together. That's when it works out best. And you know what I mean? At first, like I told, you know, me and my wife had these conversations. I said, you know, I need to feel like she's just like not my wife, but she's also like, you know, my friend. Like, you my
Absolutely.
And granted, that word that was like the big F word around that. A friend. It's like, yeah, just dumb it down. Like, a friend, meaning that, like,
you say she's just a friend.
you know what I mean?
But
no, meaning, hold on, let me finish. Meaning, like,
I know what you mean.
meaning like,
Oh,
yo,
baby, you.
like I told my wife one time before, I was like, I was like, yo, we should just take we were supposed to take a road trip to, like, maybe like Niagara Falls, maybe stop some places in between, just hop in the wheel and go and it was like, I say, cause that's something that, say, me and, you know, I could say, like, me and Love's done. Like, we just take road trips and we had, like, the best times, you know, the conversations in the car, like, everything.
Right.
And I'm trying to explain it to him, like, that's stuff that you build off of, like, and
Absolutely.
you enjoy, versus, well, we can't do that because that's something I'll do with a friend. Like that, exactly. I want to put you in that passenger seat,
Absolutely.
and we rocking out as enjoying it as friends. That's not a bad thing. And you know, I mean, but that's just me. That's
the
how I
best
think
part of a
about stuff.
relationship is when you can start doing things you do with your homeboys with your wife.
But
That's
the
when
point I'm
you
trying
know
to say,
you made something.
the point I'm trying to say is the title relationship in general is work. Like, you want to work. You have to work to maintain your friendships with your friends. You have to work to maintain your friendship with your missus. It's the same concept. It's just there's sex and more emotion.
I wouldn't
involved.
necessarily call it work. I would call it effort.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there you
right.
go.
I mean, like,
Right.
you want to make an
Yeah.
effort just because when you say work, it has a negative connotation.
I don't
To
think
your
work
point,
has a-
though, it's the same thing. You got to put effort in to be a good friend.
Exactly.
That's the same thought. But
Right.
I'm just saying that. But you can. But it's an everyday thing. Like, you have to consistently put
But
the
you
effort
should.
in.
But see, the thing is, you should want to, like, effort should be something you want to do. Work is something you're required to do. You know what I'm saying? So if it's effort, well, I can. even at work, I can determine how much effort I want to put in. Like that's something internal that I can do. Like, you know what I mean? I can judge. I can, balance and measure. So that's what you want to do in your relationships with anybody. You want to put in effort because that's something you can control. You know what I mean? If it's work, it's just like, oh, I have to do this whether I like it or not. So I could half-ass it, you know what I mean? Or I could fake it. You know what I mean? If it's work, I can pretend like it's something that is not really is. So to end on that note. I love when I leave KP speechless and he can't say shit back.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that same definition is equal to a relationship. People fake it. People don't give effort. It's the same exact thing. The whole definition of what you said happens in relationships every day, B.
I feel like we can really get into it if we put like a parental advisory on this. You know what I mean? Like the statute of limitation is over with. And we can really get into it.
Yeah, it's a lot of things we really can't.
Which we can't really touch on some stuff.
It's all good. Yeah,
because I'll be thinking about the rotation that we just spoke about. Like, KP, your rotation should be crazy.
My rotation is crazy.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes.
Because you said
I said the difference between I can say no. That's what I was saying. And there's no repercussions about it. I can say no, I'm good.
No. Actually, it should. It was a time in life.
That's not even true because you could say no, and then she could just go elsewhere.
That's fine, but it doesn't change that.
What's her Tiffany bracelet?
Yeah, I know, right?
But it doesn't change that for me because she's just one in many. It's a bench.
Yo, I'm gonna give you an example, a real life example. Like, of course, this is years ago, but I
love how Mike preface it always with, of course, it was years ago.
This was back
when I was a young lad.
This is in the early 80s.
But I'm just saying, one time in life.
It's like the second
album.
Luther
I remember.
One time in life,
I remember it was a
that's funny.
And
many Jagged Edge albums ago.
Yeah, many Jagged Edge albums ago. You know what I mean?
By the time where Ready to Die came out. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Now, actually, it was the time where the last time Murder Inc. had a hit. Many moons ago.
Man.
Many moons ago.
20 years.
But no, I remember though. I was, whatever, kicking it with this lady or whatever the case may be, and it was like, I felt like I was being extra cool, like I'm fly, like where I know I didn't have what was needed for that situation to go through, like, protection or anything like that. So I said, you know what? And, she was she wouldn't know one of these whatevers out here, and I wouldn't have done it anyway. But I'm thinking to myself, like, let me kind of pull back on some fly stuff and be like, you know what? We can wait on this because it don't have to happen. Yo, I swear after that, it just went downhill. And the reason why is because, she said, I guess she felt like rejected. She didn't tell me this directly, but she told a mutual friend.
That's right. I love that. That's like mental warfare right there.
She felt like kind of like rejected because, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you wouldn't have went through with it anyway because I didn't have anything to go through with it with. Mm-hmm. But she probably would have wanted to be the one to be like, I guess,
his situation is because girls are used to guys chasing after them. So when a man says no, they lose all power, and it just messes up their whole psyche. Because the booty call doesn't work for a guy to call a girl. It's always the girl. It's all because men are always so thirsty, and we're always
the girl to call a guy. Is what you mean?
Yeah, girl to call a guy. We're always so thirsty, so we're always chasing after women. So if a guy says no to a girl, she's gonna be like, "Wait, what?" That rarely happens. So I
hate that you say we're thirsty. That's
no, I'm not saying.
No, we're the hunters and the aggressors. That's how it should be.
I'm speaking sarcastic to say that this is the perception. So I said it's 2018, bro. This power and no. I want my power. I want my dignity. I am not thirsty. So I'm not available.
You're a man of principle.
Yes, you guys know that to be true. Firsthand, I say no, and I feel fine. I sleep great.
Alone. I didn't say no in my single days.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't even know why I would say no in my single days.
I'm good. I'm a man of principle. You guys know the story very well. I'm a man of if I don't like it, I ain't doing it because I'm not catching no bullets. That's it.
What do you mean catching? What do you mean by catching bullets?
I'm saying that I am in a situation.
If you don't like the situation, you're just out.
I'm just out. Yeah. So if I go ahead with it because of thirst or lust, and then something happens, I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have been doing this in the first place. So I'm not all the way committed. So I don't. Girls gotta qualify for sex. I'm not just out here.
I'm not gonna say it.
Smashing anything.
Nah.
Please say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. Not gonna say it.
The listeners want to know what you're thinking.
Just
I
saying.
think he owe it
It could
to
get
the
too
fans
messy.
of the
Nah,
commission.
it would get way too messy.
Yeah, we definitely don't want
I'm
that.
not even gonna do it.
We here for the shit.
You know, we can do it. We can do it.
Not gonna
We
do
do it after hours on
Yeah.
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
on Instagram.
What we got?
Commission uncut.
yeah. It comes on BET after midnight. BET uncut.
Credit
The
cards
real
come out.
unedited stuff,
Yeah,
people.
man. Yeah.
What do you got on the list over there?
I mean, well, as we were talking about, just basically, the amount of effort that people were putting into things and things of that nature. It dawned on me that we had a heated debate on who we would consider put the most effort into the best Christmas song of all time. And there was some very, very just
best Christmas
downright
song or best Christmas album?
We're gonna go song first
We gotta go
because
song.
I don't really go
alright.
all full Christmas album mode.
No,
I don't, you know what I mean? Like I put mine on shuffle and just keep it pushing on Pandora or whatever it is. But y'all had some very false opinions on what you considered was the
False
greatest
meaning
Christmas.
that we didn't agree with what Greg
Yeah.
I know, right?
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just
drop
The
that.
that.
audacity.
What else
Yeah.
you would
The
consider
like something
false.
different.
Right?
false to be? But yes, that would be 100% accurate, right?
This should say we didn't agree.
Yeah. We agreed to disagree.
know, right?
Y'all agreed wrong. I mean, y'all decided wrong.
What-
So, I mean,
Boys to Men, Let It Snow is the best Christmas
And
song.
then you know what? Now
Are
I'm
you
coming off of that.
serious?
I'm coming off of that
I
because
said
I
that
said it was
earlier.
one of them.
And I
I
told
said
you
it was,
it
a
wasn't.
song. But I love this song. It's a great song.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
But it's not better than Mariah Carey's all
Maya, are you? What is
You
it?
don't even know how I pronounce her name.
whatever her
man.
name is. All I Want for Christmas.
You trying to say Mariah Miles or something like
Whatever,
that's an
but I know-
Instagram.
All I'm
No,
saying-
man,
all I'm saying
Mills
is
or whatever
All
it
I
is.
Want for Christmas is probably the #1 classic.
Not in the hood is not.
Why you go to the Poppy joint? Yo?
Is that even a Mariah Carey? That's an original song of hers, or
Yeah.
that's like a remix?
Nah,
Because I
think
feel like
that's
All I
what it
Want
is.
for Christmas is like an old song. that
Nah,
is
she
not-
coined. It is an old song because it's been
Yeah,
around for
but
20
like-
fucking years, or longer than that.
No,
actually.
She definitely
Yeah, but
took that and bodied it. I don't know if we should be poppy.
it's the highest selling, but I don't consider it the best.
That
I
was the
don't
peak
either.
of Mariah Carey's career.
No.
no.
Yeah,
No.
that album
Hell
at that
no.
time, that was like when
no,
Honey.
she's
No.
she's
Hell
made so much
yeah.
more music. Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
Just
That was
'cause
the
you
beginning.
made more
No, but
music
that was the
doesn't mean it was
beginning.
good.
No, that's the beginning of her career. I mean,
Yeah.
that was definitely the Tommy Mottola days. I want to say.
Right.
That was
Yeah,
like the
man.
Honey era.
No, it was before Honey.
It was
Yeah.
fun, all that.
Yeah, that was way before Honey.
That
Before
was
she
way-
got
that
with
was
Bad
like
Boy and all
early
them,
night.
yeah.
That was like 93,
Yo, I
94
hate
or
to
some
say it
shit.
this way, but that was like when Mariah was still white.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
That's
Well,
the
no,
only way.
well,
That's what
she always
she
had a
was.
black voice, but she was more
Yeah,
Tina Marie
I'm
than
saying
she
she-
is like, yeah, I get what you're
That's
saying.
when she was like, she ain't go hood until she left Tommy.
She wasn't making songs with ODB back then.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
no,
wasn't
that's
hanging
not
with
happening.
Puff P. Diddy and the fam.
No, hell no.
Tommy wasn't letting that
You
happen.
ain't see her in no type of state property movies.
Matter of fact, she was
with
covered
Dame
up.
Dash.
The
She was
only-
covered up the whole time. Back then.
Yo, the
Nah,
only
on that album cover, she's not covered up.
I remember her singing with a turtleneck at one point back in the day.
It's cold.
It
Yeah, I
was
mean,
cold.
it's kind
It
of
was winter.
wintertime.
It was-
Yeah,
it was dark.
winter. It was
It was dark.
It was dark. It was cold.
I'm about to throw this little snub though. The first kind of like hip hop, not only say hip hop thing that she did is when she did the "Always Be My Baby" joint, and the only reason why they even allow her to work with JD,
Of course,
It's
it's gonna
because-
be
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
of course it's gonna be JD.
Yeah,
Give
we
us the
already know.
history.
Go ahead.
yeah, because he had a deal with Columbia, so
Okay.
it was over. So and she liked Escape album, so they was like, well, all right, well, I guess the guy works underneath Columbia, so her and Brat like best friends, right?
Nah, I
No.
didn't know that.
You ain't know that?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, all right. Well, I can be. All right. Well, let me tell a quick little story.
I knew
then.
that.
Yeah.
Hold up, man. Can we
So
go back to
we
the
gotta get
topic
some-
at hand?
no, hold on, I wanna hear the
All right,
story.
You wanna hear the
let's
story? I
get
know
the
Kev wants to
All
hear
right,
the
go
story.
ahead.
I'm here for the stories.
All right. So basically, what happened was they had to go to their house, Tommy Mottola's house. Like it wasn't like she can go out to the studio with them. They had to go to the house, security at the house.
Because
nobody
of
can
Mariah.
really leave. Yeah, nobody could leave. Yada yada yada. So I guess whatever. Jermaine's there making a beat. They writing, and Mariah's with hanging out with Brat. Brat like, damn, I'm hungry. Like, let's go to so and so, like McDonald's or something like that. They literally had to sneak out of the house just to go down the street because security wouldn't let them leave. Yada yada yada. So
He's riding around like the president.
yeah. So they snuck out, and they said since then, like, they just been, like, best friends. But that's the only – that's kind of – I don't want to say that started the transition, but that was the first of her coming out of that whole what do you want to call this type of music?
She was in a
making?
bubble. You know what I mean?
Contemporary.
Yeah,
Maybe
it was
like
like
contemporary at that
sheltered,
point. Yeah.
She was in a
contemporary, yeah.
sunken place. over
Nah,
there.
you
Listen,
ain't
I ain't
saying
saying like
Yeah.
that, but she was like.
I think
yeah,
she's just
and
a product of
yeah.
her environment at that time.
She didn't know any better.
Tommy wanted her to be like the little, the little
cute
dream
little girl,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And then that was like the. And
But
she,
she had a crossover appeal, and that's what
Yeah.
they were looking for. To see her cross over into a bigger audience. So I
She
mean,
had a
it
joint with
worked.
Cam, right?
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, all this is after. This is
yeah.
now. This is like mixed Mariah. I mean,
yeah.
before
Oh, now
was
she
just-
got Black Daddy now.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
all
she-
right. Oh, all right. Okay.
What's
we
the
get it.
song? What's your song though, Greg? Your Christmas
Well,
song.
we didn't get the Mike song. What was Mike's
Christmas song. For me personally, what I love to hear, like, I like that Luther at Christmas time. That's my joint.
I don't even know that.
What
song.
Luther?
Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
What you mean, skinny or big?
No. Which song?
It's called At Christmas Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how that go, man. Yeah, don't.
But
say
it'll be on the
it's-
playlist this week. for
We-
Mike.
Why not?
Wait,
Yeah,
a minute,
it's-
wait a minute,
yeah,
wait a
yeah.
minute. No, isn't it too early
Oh, yeah,
for the
yeah,
Christmas
we
playlist?
did. It's way too early.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't
Can we
December
wait like
yet.
a
Yeah,
week
yeah,
or two?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a question.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
We're
I
definitely
got
doing
a
Yeah, we
question.
doing that.
And
We
once
doing
again,
that.
unfortunately, this is gonna have to go. It's kind of like it is. I guess it's a race question. Yo, and Kev, yeah, because we got on you last year because you got 2 Christmas trees, right?
Yeah, I only got one
And
up
you
this
decorate.
year.
Hold on, you only got one. Did you already decorate?
No, but
You
my
didn't?
wife put it up yesterday when I was at work.
I have 2 Christmas trees as well.
You doing 2?
Trust me,
always
if
have.
the baby stuff wasn't there, we'd have 2 Christmas trees up.
All right, I'm just thinking like the day after Thanksgiving, all of my neighbors was outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because you don't even have a month till Christmas.
I know what he's about to ask.
ask
Ask the question.
Go ahead, Mike.
I
You
won't
wanna
Greg.
ask-
No, because
go
I
ahead,
don't
Mike.
think you know. I think you got a different question when
Go
I'm
ahead.
thinking.
Well, then ask your question.
I'd rather
man.
hear what
Ask
you
mine.
got to say first.
Ask your question.
No,
I'll ask
I was
mine.
just thinking like, no, I just be, it's, and this is what we talked about too, because I know I get it. Thanksgiving came early, so it makes it look even extra early to see people out there decorating for Christmas already.
But it doesn't because you have 31, 32
It's
days.
the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's the same amount of
regardless.
time. Christmas or Thanksgiving's on the same
Nah.
Thursday every year.
And Christmas follows the same amount of
Yeah.
Thursdays.
But what I'm
Tuesdays
saying, the
as well.
Thanksgiving this year was on November 22nd.
I get what you're saying.
Last year it probably
Like the
was on like
24th
the
or something like that.
Well, it probably not. I think last year it was even later. But at the end of the day, I guess
What's the
it's-
question?
I don't even. It wasn't even a question. It was just
You're like, why
an
are white people
observation.
putting up Christmas
It's just
trees
an
already?
observation, and maybe that's because that's just the neighborhood I live in.
They're in
It's
the
like,
holiday spirit, man. That's
the-
what it is.
My thing with that is like, all right, I want to be able to enjoy the stuff. Like, I don't want to have put it up and then Christmas is over, and then like I put it up 2 weeks for Christmas. Then I'm like, all right, now I got to.
I guess
it, down
it ain't
already.
really like a question. It's just like it's an observation. Did you notice? Like I noticed that a lot of people like that. You know, me from growing up and upbringing. We may get decorations up maybe 2 weeks beforehand or something like that.
Did you see when you walked in here tonight if
Yeah,
there
he
were
got
Christmas
there on the door.
decorations up?
No, I know Greg had something on the door.
Yeah, they're
I
up,
mean,
right?
All right, so here's how it worked it now.
See what
Uh-oh.
see what happened
I
was
look at the back of the door and I can see the Christmas tree right there.
It was a conversation. About a week ago, the week before Thanksgiving, my wife was like, "Go downstairs, get the holiday box. I'm ready to put up stuff." I said, "No, I want to start a tradition. Let's do it the weekend after Thanksgiving,
right?
Mhm.
like my white neighbors." Because I live in a nice community, and honestly, everything we do is to keep up with everybody
It's
else.
based on-
around.
yeah,
That's
it
all
is.
I
It
do.
is.
The Jones effect.
Exactly.
is.
That's 100% what we do. Now, she was like, well, I want to be early. I want to, you know what I mean? Because I'm in the mood. I want to do it now. I'm like, no, I'm starting a tradition. This is what we're going to do. So the weekend came.
I like how he forced the tradition.
I know. Well, I use it as an excuse because I didn't want it. I felt like
Yeah,
that's too early. Yo,
it
it's not even
is.
Thanksgiving
I had
yet.
mine up the day after Halloween. My decorations outside.
That's
For
crazy.
Christmas?
See, that's too early.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah, that's way too early.
He was
What are
trying-
you doing?
he
You're
was just-
skipping a holiday.
He was just trying
we
to
talked
hang it-
about this a
Last
couple
year,
weeks ago.
well, no, did we?
Because I said I hung them like because it was nice out.
Yeah, that's
It was
what
like
he's
70 degrees
alright,
outside.
the warm weather.
Remember
But you're not.
the,
But you
the,
ain't.
the
You wasn't.
bees was
bees,
chasing
he got
me.
you
But
with
you
the
wasn't
lights.
turning lights on and stuff like that at night, though, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Kev definitely
You
did.
said you just set it up so it would
Yo,
be there.
I got them on a remote, so I don't even have to go outside.
So
Just
wait, so
turn
wait,
them on.
so wait a minute. So the kids came knocking on your door for Halloween with the lights up.
No,
Christmas
after
decorations.
Halloween.
It's the day after Halloween.
Christmas
And that's
decorations.
why I didn't want mine up, because I was like, no, Thanksgiving ain't even here yet. Like, why am I putting up Christmas decorations? We have fall stuff up. Like, she has a wreath for every season. So she put up half of it. I just took up the tree this morning, actually. I went up because I was up early. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me take out the tree. Let me take out the decorations. We'll put up the tree this weekend.
We're gonna decorate the tree this
and we'll
weekend.
decorate. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah,
As
I
a
think we
family.
probably wound up doing.
He said as a
As a
family.
family, right? Exactly.
I think we probably wound up doing that too this weekend.
Okay, so your
But
white
what I'm
neighbors
saying,
was
though-
6 days earlier than
Right?
I'm just saying, if everybody was, it's like, and it ain't even like I said, it
What
ain't
are
even.
you supposed to do?
It's not
December
necessary.
1st?
Huh?
When are you supposed to do it?
you.
I
There's
would-
no time.
I don't think I was the point I was
Yeah,
making is that
I know what you're saying.
I'm just
Growing up, you never
growing
seen
up.
that. Yeah,
You never
growing-
seen people
yeah.
do
What
this.
was your question?
Why so early?
Oh, okay.
I was saying, yeah. That was
How
basically-
long after Christmas do your decorations stay up? Because if you're one of those people that
I-
it's the
I-
fourth
I-
week of January and
Well-
they still
Nah,
got
there's
them
no
up,
way.
like, yo, what are you
You gotta
doing?
do it
way.
a week before January.
I
No way.
shared this story once again. The reason why I didn't want my decorations up too early is because my house was the house that had decorations up till June. Like my mama
that's crazy. Might as well
never
just
takes
leave 'em
down
up all
decorations.
year.
And I told my wife this. I was like, listen, no, we're
said
not going to be the
June.
house like Cavs that have decorations up after Halloween. That's stupid. I'm not doing it. No, we're
My
not
man,
doing
2 seasons passed and we still got the tree.
Mom, that's my mom. My mom loved Christmas.
I
And
paid
it
for
was-
that damn tree.
Yo,
you wanna
for
enjoy that
real
tree.
rap, yo. We go in there. It's summertime and it's a big
Christmas in
tree
July.
with presents. Like, well, not even real presents. It's just like wrapped up
Yeah,
fake
box-
gifts and
fake-
shit, boxes
fake
and
gifts
shit.
is- it's
I'm like, yo,
100
come on,
degrees
Ma,
outside.
They got
seriously,
dust
Ma.
all over them because they sat there
Yeah.
for like 6 months.
It was embarrassing. It was, and I was like, I'm not doing that. No, we're not doing that
Your
here.
mother-
That's
But
crazy.
we tend to take them
Your
down
mother
though.
was
Like
born in June.
I think you gotta. I think we take them down definitely after New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's.
Yeah,
they got to be
yeah.
down like the week after New
Yeah,
Year's.
exactly. Yeah,
that's
so I'm
true.
with
We
that.
usually give it another week after New Year's,
Yeah.
just in case it snow, and then that weekend.
Because you still
is
have
usually
like
when-
family
Right.
over after Christmas sometimes, a little
Yeah.
party after Christmas.
So
and then
the
it's like, all right.
holidays is over after what? The first week of New
we
Year's?
killing our holiday show. We ain't gonna have shit to talk about.
Nah, we good.
Yeah, I know. Trust, there's gonna be a
Mike.
lot more stuff going on in the neighborhood that we can.
we still haven't gotten to Greg's song yet.
Oh, it's easy, man, and everyone should know this. And I don't even know why it's even a question, but it's Silent Night, The Temptations.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
Yet. If for the Russian listeners.
What do you mean? We don't
We
have
actually
it.
have some. Yes, we
Do we? Wow.
Yo,
They don't know
that's a
what the
different,
fuck we're saying.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. But we have a lot of listeners from all over the world:
We
Shout-
global, baby.
Egypt, Saudi Arabia, all over.
International. It's
Yeah.
international players.
They look at us as a
Jamaica.
representation of what America is.
Right.
That's insane.
Well, you know, we give it
KP is a representation of what the American public thinks.
The
the
millennials.
the Haitian American thinks they
Oh
probably
my
like
God.
what the hell.
Right.
Oh my
That man
goodness.
is woke. But
You gotta-
Kevin, what's
it
your
woke.
song?
Yo, already,
So-
I'm
He
gonna run
said-
down the list. We have.
No, what's your song?
I gave it to
He
you.
said,
already.
"Let
Boyz
us
II
know."
Men,
He
Let Us
said-
Oh,
Know.
you did say
Yeah,
that?
he
Oh,
What
said-
about
alright.
what about? I like the This Christmas by what's his name? Donnie
Hathaway? Come on.
Hathaway. That's a banger too though.
But that wasn't your song.
No, I said Mariah Carey might have the best one.
Can you pronounce her name, bro? Jesus.
That's like last week you saying the Wu Tang was from Long Island or
Oh
something
my
like
God.
that.
Yeah.
Who cares? about
From
the-
New York.
Yeah,
like,
Long
whatever,
Island's
man. I was
own
listening to
Wu-Tang
Well,
Clan.
Long Island.
Myra. He keeps saying Myra Carey.
Myra.
Myra Carey.
Yo,
Yeah,
remind
you don't
me
want
of
her to
the-
have. You
it
don't want her to have
remind-
a white name.
No.
It reminds me of the Martin episode.
Yeah, that's all I was
the
thinking about
Woody
too,
Hutton
Myra.
T-shirts.
Oh, Woody
the
Woody
Hutton. Woody Hutton.
The picture of Bro Man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Woody Hutton.
Bro Man can't spell.
Oh man.
Witty.
Yo, did you buy any Christmas gifts yet?
For myself or in the house, yeah.
You bought your own Christmas presents?
Well, we're not doing that no more. We had a conversation about
Why?
that. I'm like, yo, I'm done with that. Come on. We're adults. Stop it.
Okay.
Everything we buy, we want to buy for the crib. I bought things for me for Black Friday. I pointed this way because that's where the entertainment stand will be
Oh,
with the
okay,
fireplace
okay.
in it.
All right.
He looked over there like, yo, ain't even shit over there.
Right?
You buy a fucking margarita glass?
Yeah, so it's nice.
Those are candles. Stop clowning. What else we get? We got a Roomba.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
man.
lazy as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah, goddamn it. Man, that shit was
The
that
thing
shit
that
was,
goes around.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shit was cool, man. I was watching
They
it all
getting
last
money.
night.
They getting that money,
Well, I don't know
folks.
about that,
Just
man.
there sipping
We
and
catching
watching.
them deals, folks. Black
Yeah,
Friday,
hey, well.
goddamn it.
Amazon, I bet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The Nest is on its way. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yo, I told you.
129, man.
All right, that's good.
For real? It's still that. I might go ahead.
Yeah,
and order
now. Who else getting
Run
money?
to the phone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, now. Let
I
me
don't think
check that
I
out.
didn't buy anything for Black Friday.
I didn't either. I haven't bought one thing yet.
I missed it.
Yeah, I mean, we were just getting shit
It's.
for the
I
house.
mean, Black
That's all.
Friday is like the whole month anymore.
It is
Cyber
now.
Monday extended.
Yo, you
Yeah,
know how
it is.
crazy it
It
is
is.
though. Like when they remember Black Friday used to actually start at what, like 2 a.m. or something like that.
On
it's-
Friday. Now
it's
it starts
Friday.
on
Now
Christmas,
it's like-
Thanksgiving at like
Yeah,
6
3
p.m.
o'clock.
Yeah,
That's like 3. Yeah,
terrible.
Thanksgiving Day at 3
'Cause
o'clock.
the whole point was like, yo, I'm gonna eat dinner, go to bed, get
Yeah,
up,
take
go
a little
stand
nap.
in line.
I
Now
kind of like it this way.
Nah, I
it's way
don't.
more convenient.
I used
mean,
to like.
why
I
do
used to
wanna
like
wait in line?
going out. You know what's crazy?
You
Like,
was one of the guys in the tents waiting in the line.
I was out buying like if PlayStation or something was
I
coming out.
remember you
Me
told
and
me
my
this story.
brothers were lining up and buying as many as we could,
And
and then
flipping
selling them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kev's the ultimate hustler. Can we get some? Hey, yo, you need to have Cassidy, I'm a hustler for your drop. That's gonna be your new drop. You're always selling shit.
How does
Always monetizing.
everybody
Yeah,
not
man.
have a TV? That shit cracks me up on Black Friday.
They're
When
like
there's-
$100.
but
Like
the-
the
my-
TVs the cheapest shit.
everyone should have a TV
you
by
mean-
now.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
love when they
They
fight.
just
Yeah.
want to buy a bigger TV.
The
but
Black Friday fights are the best.
Those
thing to watch.
TVs are. I mean, they're horrible too.
Yeah, they are
Yeah, they're
hard
not
to
even
do.
good quality.
Yeah.
They're fighting for like a insignia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm like,
It's
yo,
like
are you
a-
fucking kidding me right
Like,
now?
I'd rather not
fired.
have
I
the
don't fucking
TV.
think
Shots
that.
fired. Everybody don't have your money, Greg.
No, I'm not
Nah.
saying that. I'm just like, yo,
on,
why
man.
the
Yo,
I
you
mean,
need-
really?
yo,
Are you
TVs
watching
I need that picture in picture.
Yo, you can get a
Oh, my
TV.
God, yeah.
TVs are not like they used to be.
You're right,
TVs
it's
are
not
like a
even a
nice
smart
TV is
TV.
like
Like,
$400
what the fuck are we
now.
doing?
No, I know it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
No,
Not
it's
not
not.
an 80-inch TV, but you could
No,
get a
it's not.
32-inch TV, like a real nice TV. For
You could
No,
get
it's
you can
not.
get a
Who
50 inch
watches-
for 400. You can.
Yeah.
Who watches
A
32
good
inch?
50. Did you buy a 50 inch for 400?
I didn't, but you can. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You
yeah,
buy a
you
50
can.
inch
I
for
Are you
400.
getting it?
Am
Yeah.
I? No, I'm not.
Y'all just said you
Because
could get
it's not a
good
big
TV,
enough TV
So I'm
for me.
asking you, all right, if you gonna get
I
it,
got bad eyes, dog.
Hold up,
Oh,
why you
my
acting
goodness.
like he don't got a curve OLED shit in
I
his
don't.
house. You
I
know what I
don't.
mean? Yes,
Actually,
you do.
no,
You
I
got the
don't.
Super HD joint.
I'm about to get the OLED joint. I mean, not to even
Oh,
say
my-
that. Let me keep my business on the street.
He's getting the $400 Westinghouse.
Yeah, I'm getting
OLED. He about to go get the
Yo.
he's gonna get the
Yo,
Daewoo. He's gonna
I'm
get
about
the
to
Yeah.
get the
Daewoo.
Daewoo joint. They
They
just-
would.
It's
They
only-
make-
it's only
they
$200.
make cars
It
and
is-
TVs.
It is 50. It's 55 inches and it's
We'll get the
$200.
Daewoo real quick.
Y'all crazy, man.
Oh man, but
All right.
Daewoos and shit.
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Get a Kenmore television.
Yeah.
Kenmore television.
Television.
That's funny, man. KP, what you get?
We just lost a
I
lot
didn't
of
buy
listeners,
nothing.
by
I
the way.
didn't buy anything.
You ain't buy nothing?
Nah. I think
You
I
ain't
went
get-
You didn't buy
The
no
little
sheets,
one?
man? That was
you
your
know
thing.
what? I was
What?
so
1,000
disappointed.
He would go
thread
buy
sheets?
like the big
I do that
thread
every
count
Black
joints.
Friday. I'm so disappointed I missed out on it.
You get the
because-
Egyptian thread?
Yeah.
Nah, I was actually looking around. I was trying to make my way to Macy's, but I was so tired from
Oh, that
Thanks-
fucking.
From dealing with your family.
from
talking
not
to you
saying
about-
no.
from Thanksgiving. It
He
was
got
just
caught
a
up in the
bullet.
Me Too
I was just
movement.
so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to drive. The whole family went to Jersey. I was like, everyone lives in Philadelphia. Like, why are we all driving to Jersey? And
What was in Jersey?
my aunt's house? So it was like
All right.
this is like 3 cars, people trucking all the way up to Jersey,
Yeah.
and it's an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. And I just came from New York that morning.
Did you drive or you caught a ride?
No, I drove to New York that morning to pick somebody up, bring them back to Philly, and then that evening I'm driving to Jersey.
That sounds like you could have just stopped on the way back from New York, right?
No, but I was picking somebody else up to bring them back. That was like early in the morning, and then I didn't even know we were going to Jersey. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to Jersey. I'm like, I ain't going to Jersey. I was like, fuck that. And my daughter's like, Dad, you gotta come. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. So I had to go stop and get some coffee because I was exhausted. So I missed my fucking the beddings. I knew I was gonna find any deals.
You had a
on the
whole
bedding.
day.
I knew I was gonna find any deals. They probably were gone by the time, because ain't nobody sleeping on no pun intended on 1,000 accounts for half price. It's crazy.
Nobody's sleeping. I see what she did.
You
there.
feel it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And I only buy bedding on Black Friday. I only buy bedding for the holidays. Period. So I'll be asking people what their beds, and I give them out as gifts.
Thanksgiving is so overrated.
It's trash.
I don't like Thanksgiving. Like, I don't like that historically they made it a big deal. Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean 4 days off on Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving, I don't know, it's an overrated holiday. I don't like Thanksgiving. Like you, I have to drive a long distance
Yo,
for a
your
meal.
thing was crazy too. You telling me on Friday? What you
Yeah,
did.
man, drive all the way down here. Like I love my family, I do. You know what I mean? But I know
Here comes the disrespect.
no disrespect. It's
You know,
just like, what are we doing? Like seriously, what are we doing? We're doing all this for just to eat. Really?
You're doing this to get together with your
Yo,
family.
my Thanksgiving.
I can't
was,
do that the Sunday before, or 2 months ago, or any other time aside from this. I can't.
But
I
everybody's off. That's why.
You know,
I can't just. I can. Everybody's off on Sundays too, and
I'm doing
Saturdays.
something new next year. I'm gonna straight up go get one of those Daewoo TVs and a webcam, and we're just gonna be live streaming. And I'm gonna say, hey, set the TV up, return it
You know
on.
what?
That's what
Technology, baby. I'm not
Technology.
mad at it.
And
I'm not
I'm
mad
gonna
at
be
it.
there, and now it's just a camera there, and everyone's talking. I'm like, oh, what they say? What they say? I'm eating my food at my table. Y'all eating at y'all table. We
My
living the
thing
good life.
is, I love my fam, but my mom's house does not have the amenities that I've grown accustomed to.
Yo,
I'm saying,
Such as
internet. I mean, shit. Flat screen TV. I mean, why am I watching the Cowboys Redskins game on a 27-inch
black and
with
white.
DVD
You know what?
and
You know-
VHS
You
cassette?
gotta
attached to it?
buy a TV, dog. It's Black
God
Friday.
damn
Get,
it.
get out there.
You should've
Get
bought
I
her
gave her a TV.
you
It's in
should've
her
bought her
room.
the Daewoo on Black Friday.
We gave her a TV. She keeps it in her room. The room for guests. Now, see, my mom's old school. Like, you know what I mean? No, the guest TV is down here. I don't even want y'all in this room for real, for real. This is really a sitting room. So, like, just me. My mom's old. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the problem. Like with my mother-in-law's house. Like, and I think she takes it like it's not a shot to her, but it's just like every year, this is what winds up happening. Like, there's a downstairs is where the TV is at. So it'll be like everybody's upstairs, and mine is a lot of women in their family. I'm the only male besides like her brother and whatever. But I'm just like so I'm just sitting around. It's nothing really to keep me entertained. So we always wind up driving separate cars.
And you bounce.
And I wind up after dinner, I chill, hang out. But at one point or another, I want to go check out the games. And,
Yeah, man.
And why am I gonna go downstairs in somebody else's house just to be in the same house when I can just go around the corner of my own house and
That's
just
a fact.
chill?
Why don't you have them at your house?
I mean, because you know how it is sometimes. Like when you got
It's like a tradition. Like everybody.
they
goes
want,
there.
yeah, it's like
It's like
that's
their thing.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we wanted it at our house, but sometimes it just, her mom may feel like, she wanted to be at her house or whatever the
Nah,
case
I
may
got
be.
you.
But this year, though, what we did was we actually, instead of all that cooking, I just catered it from.
Baller.
Oh, yeah.
There
Baller
you go.
moves.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't that.
Yeah, boss moves.
We did that.
Please elaborate. Go ahead. Carry
We
on.
catered it from Relish.
Oh.
What's
So-
relish?
Yeah.
Oh, Relish is an expensive spot.
Is it?
It is expensive. It is expensive. Hey,
it a
hey,
del-
KP, is Relish not expensive?
I don't even take shorties there on
I
dates.
don't. Yeah.
But you give out bracelets.
I go there. I
Don't
go,
buy the bracelet.
I go to Relish for
Take it.
myself.
Yeah.
Yo,
They got that brunch on,
Right.
man.
What
that
is
brunch ain't
Relish?
That
cheap.
brunch
It's
is
like
lit.
$27
It's on
or
Ogans.
something,
Right
man.
there on
Okay.
Ogans.
Cool. They owe us a check now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right
Relish.
across- right across the street
I
from-
wish.
Yeah.
But it's it was perfect. I went down there. You get a pickup time to pick up your. They got it ready for
What
they.
you get?
know.
They really cook that soul food too. So.
Yeah, we get macaroni stuff.
Yo,
and
that's the way to
stuff.
do it though, too. Because like, I'll go to my mom's on like Christmas, and she spends the whole time cooking, and then
Exactly.
the
Then
whole
you gotta
time
clean up.
cleaning up,
Right.
and she don't even get to enjoy it.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had a Christmas dinner in my entire life.
What do you mean?
Like Thanksgiving's when they do the big cooking. Christmas is nothing.
What do you do?
Nothing.
So what are you eating? You eat and then go somewhere?
We don't go anywhere.
You just hang out at your house?
Just there's no real Christmas engagement.
Yeah, you can come to my house for Christmas this year.
Just-
All right.
I don't think it's, I
I'm
don't,
dead serious.
It's funny. I went to my friend's house and they were like wrapping around open gifts and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, this is what Christmas is supposed to be like? I've been neglected my whole life. I'm
Yo,
going to therapy.
shoot.
I gotta unpack this shit.
Yo,
A lot to
I
unpack.
gotta unpack.
Always a lot to unpack.
All right, where are we at?
Man, we've talked about a lot. Anybody check out Narcos at all?
I started it.
I finished it. Anybody
Damn.
finished
Oh, for real?
Was it
Damn.
good?
That joint's good.
I ain't
Was
got
it
the
better than the
first one.
last ones? Because I was kind of like, all right, this is kind of slow.
Right.
What episode are you on?
I'm on.
God, woo. Whoa,
Third
whoa,
one.
whoa.
All right, Jesus
Right there.
Christ. All right.
Fans.
Thought Mike saw a spider
Yo,
or something.
right.
nah, I
Like-
seen
Yeah.
KD just knock down his second 3 to tie the game up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I
That's what
mean,
he's
Oh,
paid
they
to
done
do.
came up.
That's what he's paid. He's out there working right now, or is he
Yeah.
enjoying it?
He laced
What
both
is he
sneakers up tonight.
Right?
In that
Yeah.
4-game losing streak. he didn't.
Back to Narcos though. I'm
Yeah.
on the third one. So
Oh, there, you
he
got-
just
Get to episode
Michael
5.
Pena just went to the
Get to episode 5.
yeah.
I
It's
told my
only
wife
like-
the same
All right,
thing.
well
How
let me
many
get
episodes
to
is
10
it.
episodes.
All right.
Get to episode 5. You'll be dialed in for the rest of the season.
Anybody watch The Bodyguard yet?
you keep
The
selling this
Bodyguard.
on this.
You gotta watch it, man.
Is
You
it
can
that
do
good?
it in a weekend. It's 6 episodes.
It's only 6.
The Bodyguard.
Yeah,
What's that about?
It's about this guy who's a bodyguard for a politician that's a crooked politician, and then these terrorists are like after him and his family, and I'm not gonna tell you
It's
anything.
Is it on Netflix
It's on
or?
Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
All
Netflix.
right.
I'll
Cool.
check it out. I just
Yeah.
finished watching The Last King or something, so I can definitely take a look.
That was who's in that? Is that a movie?
Chris Pine, I think,
It's
right?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's just a
It's
long.
like a Netflix movie, I thought,
It's
right?
not
Yeah.
a movie. It's a long. Oh no, I saw that one, but no, this is a show.
Oh, is
Me
it?
and my wife watched Trevor Noah's.
I saw that
My
last
I
mother
this
started
morning.
Trisha.
watching it. You know
It
what?
It's
wasn't
funny,
all-
man.
You
yeah,
thought it was
it
funny?
was all right.
I thought it
I
was
It
started
had a
watching it.
couple moments. It wasn't as funny as I thought
He's
it was.
he's not like your typical.
He doesn't curse.
Nah, he doesn't. See, I don't mind that. 'Cause
I just
like
noticed
his
it, though.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like a longer version of that.
yeah. It seems like
Yeah.
it.
No, it was solid. I put it on, and it was I started watching. What did I have to do? I had to do something, and it threw me.
Yo,
way
he's
off
at
track.
Parks Casino in like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
which I
Yeah,
thought
my
was
it's
mom
kind of
actually wound up
crazy.
getting tickets. And
Really?
Yeah, she did. She only it was just her and a
Oh, he was already here.
nah. He for that show.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got tickets for
I
it.
just can't believe I didn't know that place got acts like that.
Yeah, they had what's Tracy Morgan was there not
Yeah.
too long ago.
Really?
Tyrese
yeah.
was just there, but I mean, come on.
Speaking of shows,
Black Rose, man.
we still what's the Travis Scott? That John's no.
You got to go
yeah,
back
he
and read the chat,
don't
dog.
he doesn't read that. Even I saw that. I mean, I didn't want to show. Okay.
You said you didn't want to go.
Yeah, I didn't, but I am becoming a Travis Scott. I appreciate Astro Road. I was telling Schraub earlier. I was like, yo, man,
good
Astro
album,
Road
man.
is not a
He's
bad album.
talented
Good
kid.
riding music, man. Definitely. Big weekend, big fight this
Yeah.
weekend. Deontay Wilder. Anyone?
Where you
care?
watching it?
I'm ordering it if anyone wants to come through.
What
and watch
night?
it.
You gonna order
Saturday night?
Saturday night. Yeah, I'm definitely ordering
All right, I'm here then.
it. Yeah, I'm watching that joint.
All right.
I feel like we having a conversation. I'm about to ask him, yo, can my guy come on with me? Yo, it's like we having the conversation.
He
so it's
definitely
like-
can't say no now.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
all
you
I'm
mind if
saying,
I-
well, I can. I'm just saying, like, yo, bring something.
He's like, I'm gonna say yes
Yeah,
now,
man,
but
I'm
after
gonna
the
bring
mic goes
something.
off,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
I
tell
mean,
him.
just
All right,
bring
well,
something. As long as
absolutely not.
you're contributing to the cause. It's all. Everyone's welcome.
Yo,
Cool.
I don't want to sidetrack, but I'm about to. Tiger Woods and Phil
Phil
Mickelson
Mickelson, that
Did that
played
happen already?
golf on pay-per-view.
Yeah, you
Did
just saw it.
that
Yeah,
happen?
yeah, that happened on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Who won?
Is this?
Phil
Mickelson won.
Yeah, Phil won.
But it generated an absurd amount of money too.
Did it?
Yeah, and something was
Did
wrong
it?
with the streams. I think where they gave it to everybody for free.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That's something different.
But is this like the new thing for golf now? You think?
I think that they are looking for a money grab because they're not the hottest names in golf anymore, but their name still means something.
Yeah.
So it's like the fighter that's still trying to hold
Well,
on
I
and get
thought
paid.
the money all went to
They
charity
said-
anyway.
Hell no, they
No?
pocketed that $9 million,
Oh, okay.
and they was making side bets throughout the
I knew
no.
they were making side bets. I thought
Yeah.
the money though went to a charity.
Yo, so did he
What?
like?
Nah.
I know. All right. So if Phil won, did he like? It's hard to even say. 'Cause it's like a pay-per-view event. So did he like blow him out? Or
I don't know. I
it was
went
close.
to get food and I saw it on at the bar and I'm like, "What is this?" And
I heard
the
it
lady
was-
like, "This is
Yeah,
this pay-per-view." I'm like, "Golf?"
yeah. I heard it was bad. It was bad. Like it was a bad showing. Yeah, he's
Oh, for
playing it
real?
behind. Yeah, both of them didn't perform well at all. Is what I heard. So, but it was just like people were watching just because it's Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna replay it. It's streaming on TNT. They're gonna
Did you-
replay it
did-
on Saturday.
Did you,
Probably.
any of you guys check out Creed yet? I ain't go
Yeah, I
see
seen
that.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Nah, I didn't see.
I seen
Creed.
it.
You didn't go Tuesday?
Nah, somebody had something to do.
All
I
right.
Fantastic.
Well, it's fantastic. Really?
Fantastic. Yeah.
I gotta go watch it. I went to go see Wreck-It Ralph instead. So.
I can't wait to see it. I'm highly excited
I
because
would
I
go
like
see
the
it
first
again.
one. The first one was really good.
The first one was good too. So you
Yeah.
say you
I
wanna
thought
see
I
it
was
again?
gonna actually go see it again on
I probably might do that tonight.
Tuesday. My daughter didn't want to go see it though.
Yo, you see the Lion King?
The previews for
Oh,
it.
hell yeah, I'm here for
look
that.
Yo,
crazy.
look, and the cast is nuts.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Donald Glover's the voice of Simba. Beyonce's the voice of Nala, I think.
Oh,
Who else
damn.
is in it? It's more people
No,
than that.
the
in there.
cast
There's a
is
lot of
crazy.
people in
There's a
there.
But
lot
they got
of people
like
in it.
real lions this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Damn.
the memes. It's
They're
crazy.
running all those back. Like those kids movies when we were younger, they're making.
Yeah, I
them
see
out,
Aladdin.
Like Aladdin's coming out.
Will Smith is
in
the
it.
genie. Yeah.
That's
That
dope.
should actually be good. I'm
They
actually.
did the Jungle Book one. I
The
saw
Jungle
that.
Book was
that
dope.
was cool.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Live
Lion
action.
King is gonna be different though.
Yeah,
a
that was
different-
that was our movie.
Yeah,
that
Lion
was
King
a
was cool.
that was a sad movie.
That was our movie.
Mufasa die.
Yeah, we have to see that in live action. That's gonna be real like
I'm not gonna want to see
it double
Mufasa die.
with HD,
Yeah.
high def.
Yeah, I'm not ready for
Toy
that.
Story 4.
Nah,
here
you
for
can
that.
keep that. Nah, you can keep that.
Really?
Really?
crazy.
I'm definitely here for that.
Nah, I'm
Those
cool.
were good movies.
Nah, I was cool
All
off
of them were good.
Incredibles, and I didn't even like how they did Incredibles too.
I didn't watch
so,
it yet. I'm just about to order it on demand.
Yeah,
There's a joint I saw that's on the Fire Stick. I gotta look it up real quick. I think it's called Bodied.
Oh yeah, Eminem movie. I want to see that. Is that on the stick now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Did
freestyle
that come
battle
out?
movie.
Yeah.
Did it come out in theaters though, or it
Yeah.
wasn't?
I think so.
It must have been limited release or something, but it
Yeah.
really did. Yeah, because I thought it was going straight to DVD.
Oh,
I remember.
really?
I remember hearing people advertise. Charlemagne was promoting.
Yeah.
because he's in it.
Oakland's like a Oakland battle rapper.
Yeah, it's a
Got
white
good
kid in
reviews.
here who starts like ripping it or whatever. Like
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, excited to see that. Only other thing I was thinking of was
Who's gonna win this fight?
Wilder's gonna win.
Yeah, I think he's on.
Yeah, Wilder's gonna win.
He was the dude that was talking reckless at the.
He's the dude. Yeah, he was the dude that was talking back to the reporter
Yeah.
who was misinformed and uneducated and had
On his own history.
Yeah, and like a knowledge of self. Yeah, so he just had to educate a guy real fast. But no, he's the guy who was calling out Anthony Joshua. So that's really what he's known for. And that's the fight we all want. We want to see the bigger guys. Have the fights. That are more athletic in shape and things of that nature. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a knockout.
yeah. Oh, it's definitely gonna be somebody's getting knocked
Good.
out.
There hasn't been
And
one
it's
of them in a
gonna-
while, right?
No,
Probably
he's-
not since the last time Wilder fought.
I'm about to say this guy's.
No, I'm just saying in the last couple of fights that have been on, you guys have watched. This has been a
Oh,
knockout.
heavyweights, yes. Heavyweights, they've
Yeah?
been going down. Yeah,
Yeah, just not. Yeah,
not the smaller weights. No, you're 100% accurate on that. But yeah, it's been going down with the heavyweights. Speaking of going down heavyweights, man, y'all hear about Dwight Howard?
Oh,
Ooh, going down.
What a way to bring that in.
You got Joe Button that button. You know what I mean?
how do you go into the locker room
Ew.
on Monday?
Yo, you're not allowed, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Did y'all
moving my locker.
Did you see the video of him on the bench?
Yeah, I've
with the
seen
one
that. That's
ball?
not new though.
That's not new, but I'm just saying it resurfaced after
did.
the incident. Are you
I'm not
aware of
aware.
Is
this?
that fair though? That's all right. So let's keep it real. Is
You
that
should have started this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until you just said it.
Yeah.
So real briefly, is that fair though that you're being kind of like blackmailed?
What happened on the bench?
Well, not the bench. He just grabbed somebody's.
He just grabbed somebody's dick.
Yeah.
That's what Mike's about.
No, I'm saying.
KP, you might want to move
KP
over,
just-
bro.
Well, just another Friday night.
I don't want him to move over to the right though. KP like, yeah.
That's what we doing. No, but what happened?
No,
though?
Hey, dude,
but
that's
yeah, I mean, no. So
When you
what
say
I'm-
teenage, how old are we talking?
No, but he grabbed somebody pipe, whatever, yada yada yada. The crazy thing about it is that what I'm trying to say though is within this Me Too movement though, let's just say for instance, is it fair that somebody can expose your sexuality
That's kinda
before you
nutty.
have the opportunity to do
Right,
it?
I think it's nutty that the dude was trying to blackmail him.
Did y'all hear the stories?
What?
The story was Dwight's this is what makes it even funnier. Dwight's pastor was threatening the he-she, and that's the reason why it decided to go public. Does that change your opinion?
No, I mean, it's still nutty.
You got an Eddie Long situation going on. It's like, I'm
Eddie
joking.
Long pause. Did he die?
He did.
Oh,
rest
my
in
man,
peace.
he going in on him.
He was a fucking pedophile, bro. What do
Oh,
you want
was
me
he?
to
Well,
say?
fuck
Yeah,
him
yeah,
then.
I mean, what do you want me
Eddie
to say,
Long
right?
stroke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, that's his government name. That was the stage name, Eddie Long.
Eddie Long.
I'm saying, that's just, you know what I mean? Either way, right? So you got this person who's threatening you, and now the transgender person is saying, nah, you're not just gonna put me out here like that. Boom. Here's a Here's what you do.
Right,
You host trans sex parties, and you know
they living that life. I mean,
What life?
What's up with all
said
these
that
dudes
life.
getting caught up with these transsexuals?
That's what they into.
Atlanta. Dwight's from Atlanta. Bobby.
Oh, all right.
D is in Atlanta.
Bobby D. I love how we dubbed him that.
That's
his new name.
Yeah.
I'm saying Bobby D.
That's what they into, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. I mean,
it's 2018. This people be out here living their lives.
I'm not buying. It's 2018, and people. It's like,
It's more accepted now. Before it was very taboo.
to be
well,
with a
if
transsexual?
it was accepted, then they wouldn't mind being exploited. They wouldn't even be exposed. They would be open. So it's not accepted in some places, particularly with professional athletes.
The person comes in. Well, I mean, it's a whole gambit about that. But I'm just saying the person who felt free to even talk about it and had the platform and people want to hear it.
Well, I'm sorry if you're willing to get breasts and implants to appear like a woman, I'm not doubting your bout-itness.
Right.
Like I think that
you're all in.
Yeah, you're the person that's willing
committed.
to expose anything.
Right,
like
right.
you're not afraid of the backlash.
No.
You've committed. Yeah, you don't care. Mom, dad, this is me. You know what I'm saying? This is that guy. Nah, he ain't tripping off of that. But I just thought it was interesting to I don't know who said it, but you know, is he accepted in the locker room again?
I mean,
Gil-
he's probably
John
playing
Wall-
basketball, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, first of all, with all that,
You gotta
If
look
he
at it like
was-
that's his job, right? Who go there and play basketball. So if someone at your job that happened to somebody at your job, it's not like you can be like, yo, don't come to work again.
I mean, we all work with homosexuals, so
That's
it's
a
not
fact.
like.
We don't all get undressed in front of them in a locker room situation.
Oh,
So,
see, I wasn't. Thinking about that.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's the
thinking
thing.
I
that
mean,
either,
but I'm
that's-
just
yeah, you're
well,
right,
that's
you're right.
the difference in their world versus ours. So.
I mean, now he-
now that he's out, he has to go over there. Just make people uncomfortable.
What do you mean
Yeah.
go over there? What does that mean?
Like-
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
'cause
Go ahead.
that's not
offend
gonna make
people.
things even
No,
more
hold on.
awkward.
Let KP offend people. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I'm not saying go. I'm just saying
You're
that.
like sit in the corner,
Yeah.
I'm
gay
just
boy.
saying I'm not going to sit there. That's so wrong.
What are you
man.
saying?
I'm just saying that he's going to have to be, now that his secret's out, he's going to have to kind of
Live his best life.
have
Nah, he gonna have to be more respectful,
respectful
to
of everyone
other,
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Get his
else.
EJ Johnson on.
Wow, you seen that picture of him coming off that plane or something like that they had? I was like, yo, if they don't stop,
No, I'm just saying that it's just going to be
Yo,
more
what is
interesting.
Magic thinking?
yo, I don't even all that
Oh,
trim he got.
Yeah.
You, all,
Kev just got it.
I did-
Kev
I was
just
looking
got
at my
it.
phone, man.
Kev just got
Come
it.
on, man.
Oh, man.
oh, you see it now?
No, I've
Nah,
seen
he's
it. I
seen
was
it.
looking at my
He's seen
phone.
I didn't see
Yeah,
it. I
just
don't
caught
wanna
up.
see it.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
good. All right, well, man, continue to live your best life, Dwight. You know, it is what it is, I guess.
We're not gay bashing here.
No, nah, man, we're a
We'll get
tolerant
kicked off
podcast.
Spotify if you do that.
We're a tolerant podcast.
Probably all these media outlets we can get kicked off if we were to do that.
Nah, we wouldn't do that. Yeah, they run. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say it, but
They-
we all know. We all know what it is.
Did
Speaking of that, what's up?
you listen to the Trey Songz album?
I didn't yet.
Albums, I should say.
Trigger. Everybody want
You
to be
heard?
Drake.
No, I didn't yet.
Didn't he like? I heard he sang for like 10.
He
and
did the
rapped for
Drake
rest.
thing.
He
It's
always
like-
be, but you know what,
it's
Trey?
like
I can say
20
that he's
tracks.
always been
On
rapping.
his mixtapes.
Yeah, he's been
not on his
I know.
albums.
His birthday was yesterday.
I'm fine with that.
alright.
I think he killed Diced Pineapples. Was it? It was Trey.
Yeah, that was it.
He
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yeah,
he killed
that
that
was him.
joint.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that
Him
song.
and
Bunch of 'em.
Fab.
He killed the what was the Rihanna and Khaled joint that was, and Bryson Tiller. What was that song called? Trey killed that though, whatever it was.
I've listened to it.
Oh, you talking about Wild Thoughts?
Yeah,
Yeah, with
yeah.
Fab again.
Yeah.
Another
The thing
Fab.
about it is that I think now it's just like his light kind of dimmed out a little bit,
Definitely.
so nobody's really like.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the best timing, like to just drop an album. Like, granted, he was putting music out because I had the joint with 2 Chainz on the playlist a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
But it was just, I don't know if he's the artist that can just drop an album and people are gonna be
No,
like,
I
yo,
think
this
he has a core base at this point. Trey's
Yeah.
been around for a minute. Like if you think about it, Trey Songz he has a body of work.
But I look at
he
Mike as
does.
somebody
He does, he
that's like,
does.
yo, I'm gonna check this Trey Songz album out. And
He has a core following like a bigger than, but I'm gonna say like a Usher, like a Tank. Well, I ain't gonna say bigger than, but like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
you
he
know
do.
what I mean? So I think his core following is gonna follow him. You know what I mean? I know a lot of girls around our age that'll definitely buy a Trey Songz album just because it's Trey Songz.
Mhm.
I don't know how much people are here for him rapping just because of mainstream. People don't know him to be that. I know that he can rap. I know a couple of us have heard him spit. But, yeah, it was interesting. He was on Big Boy. He was telling the story about how him and Drake first met. And I thought that was interesting about how he was like, oh, I was going to sign. Everybody said he was going to sign Drake. Like, why do you even say that?
Why didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, right. I'm like, I wouldn't even say that. I'm like, you look like an idiot.
I like T.I.'s story, though. Just real
With
quick.
the
He
Meek-
just say, nah, he was talking about Drake. And he was like, yeah, he had the opportunity. He was like, but this is Drake before the beard, though.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
all
he
right.
said he's a clown.
Or
That's funny.
the part in the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Trey even said, kind of alluded to something like that. He's like, yo, who's this light-skinned dude with a Montclair jacket on in here? And he was like, end up finding out it was Drake and he had talent and blah, blah, blah. So
Yo, let's jump into the Dipset. What y'all think?
I didn't listen to it.
I liked it. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't. The joint with the locks was hard. I like that.
How many tracks is it again?
It's only 9 songs. Diplomatic
It is.
Immunity's
I
coming
probably
out in January. So there's a documentary coming out with this album, and then there's a Diplomatic Immunity 3 or whatever is coming out in January.
I heard this is like a Jim Jones project.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jim Jones on it.
I heard he
and a
dissed
lot of
Kanye.
Joel's.
That's all I heard.
He does this Kanye. Cameron
That was
does
Cam.
on the first joint.
Yeah, didn't he do that on the program too? He come at
He-
Kanye.
yeah.
So he's always dissing Ye.
Well, he disses Jay.
Cameron might have one of the best flows, I think.
Yo, you ain't hear Kev, you said you listen to this album?
Interesting.
It didn't
Cam's
sound
album?
like this album right
Yeah.
now, this Dipset. It didn't sound like it was like it was just they wasn't together when they put this together.
You don't
Cam
think so?
sound like
Yeah,
sound
it
like
sounded like the voices were like.
he's in the subway somewhere. Joel sound like it just sound it's I don't know. I ain't
I think the Joel
Joel
Santana thing though is like it's too late for Joel.
Yeah, it is. I think it's too late for this album. Period. Like, and I'm listening to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jim. I mean, I ain't going front. Yeah,
I like
Jim
Jim
did
Jones'
sound.
album
He
this year.
sound.
It was good.
No, he sounded okay. Like you could tell, like he probably was in the studio with the engineer.
Jim is still relevant. None of those other guys are relevant anymore. Like Jim reinvents himself. Joel's look crazy on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
too.
he looks. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. He ain't aged well
He-
at all.
Nah,
Like,
them
you can
drugs.
tell.
No
Yeah,
hard
he
drugs.
lost all of this, and then
Can't
you can
prove
hear
it.
it. Like you
Yeah.
can hear he lost his teeth, and they just got put some fronts in. And,
Really?
It sounds terrible.
yeah, he sounds horrible for real. Like
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, man.
more opioids
Yeah,
and
you don't
lean.
lose your teeth
but,
from
yeah.
cocaine.
You could. Well,
you're
crack.
rubbing it
That's-
yeah, you're right.
yeah, that's
you're
like-
right.
Yeah.
That's a crack thing. Yeah, you use your nose bone for the coke, bro.
I don't know. I don't do hard drugs.
But anyway, the
You don't
album
listen
is.
to music from hard drug users either.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So
Not anymore.
You would be so mad.
Hold
if
up,
you
hold up,
found
hold
out-
up. Drake pops. Drake has rapped
Yeah,
about
he
pills.
has.
You don't listen to Drake no more?
Drake's freaking heartbreak womanizing music. It's not a.
he says it popped a Xan 13 hours and I woke up and
Yeah, that's not. Just,
no, that's not drugs.
That's not drugs. Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. We just redefining drugs here.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
It's not
All
cocaine
right.
or heroin.
Okay, I mean, hey man, whatever. Congratulations, Snoop Dogg. Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Shout
like
out
that.
to Snoop.
Applause.
I don't like
Yeah. For some reason, I felt like, why doesn't Snoop Dogg already have a star on the Walk of Fame?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, is that me? I'm like, yo, I feel like Cube has one.
Yeah.
Dre has one.
Does he?
Yeah, Dre has.
Dre
one.
does have one because I
Okay.
feel like it was in a documentary when they
Yeah,
the
Jimmy
Jimmy
Iovine
Iovine
was
joint.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Snoop had one?
Like,
Like I
I don't
feel
know.
like Snoop should have been had one.
Like, who has he pissed off? Honestly, like, why does he have one? I mean, why
He
did they-
does.
Yeah, why didn't it? Why did
Why
it
they
take
have
so
this-
long?
Yeah, it should have been here. Uncle.
Yeah.
He even made like a reggae album. Like Uncle Snoop's been here for. a
When
minute.
has Snoop put out bad product? Bad, not
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, you're right.
But like just
Nah.
like, oh, this
Nah.
shit is trash for Snoop.
Dogfather was probably the last.
Nah, I had Bitch Please on it.
Nah, that was no Dogfather.
Dogfather was the one produced by Master P.
Nah, Dogfather
That had
was
Bitch Please
no.
on it.
No.
That
Dog,
was
that's not
Dogfather.
Dogfather. Is not.
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
That's Top
The
Dog.
last
Was that Top
meal,
Dog?
Yeah, it was Top Dog. The last meal was a No Limit joint with Master P. It had
Okay.
Lay Low.
Yeah.
The
And
game
then-
is to be sold, not to be told was the first one.
You're right. Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
were 3.
It was
Yeah,
three.
and the last meal, and then, hold on,
And Top
yeah,
Dog.
Top Dog, yeah.
Mhm.
But the Dogfather was the second one off of Death Row after Dre left.
Oh.
That was a lot of like DJ Pooh and.
Okay.
But dude, come on, man. How long
That was
ago
20
was
years ago.
right? You know
I know
what
that's
I'm
what I'm saying. No,
Nah,
but
you
y'all
was just
asked
saying- you
when
asked
did
the
he have
question,
a
when did he have a bad-
didn't he have a
yeah.
bad album?
Okay,
I'm giving
well,
you that one.
All right, well that's fine. That's a fair point. Thank you, Mike. But if you look at the consistency and longevity over the years,
I didn't
mean-
like the sensual seduction.
what?
I didn't like
That
that
album is a
Yeah.
fire
Well,
album.
nah,
That's
I
one of
ain't
my
hear the
favorite.
whole album, but I did hear.
Yo.
Ego Tripping, I think it was called.
Ego
right?
Tripping was all that.
Yeah,
that-
man.
Ego Tripping, because
Because
you know
he
what?
was-
He had some Teddy
yeah,
Riley
he got
production on Ego Tripping is my joint.
I didn't
That
like
one,
the
the
joint.
one before that was the one when he was all produced by Pharrell and the Neptunes, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was
Yo,
it.
matter of fact, I got
That
on the
joint
playlist.
was a
I gotta go to the playlist.
I like
Man,
the one-
that was fire. Blue carpet treatment or
That
something
Blue
was
Carpet
fire.
Treatment was hot.
Like, yo, and this is like 15 years
Yeah.
in, 16 years in the game. Like,
Nah, Snoop. You know,
Yo,
I-
did Snoop have a Grammy?
yeah,
You sure?
Maybe.
I don't
Snoop,
know.
come
You know
on.
who doesn't have a Grammy? Like I saw this list the other day of
No.
artists that didn't have Grammys. Nas was one of them.
I could believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Obviously, Big and Pac,
Yeah, they weren't around long enough.
and I think Snoop was the other.
I'm
person.
surprised Pac doesn't.
I'm
That's actually a
surprised
little.
Big doesn't.
I'm not surprised Big doesn't. Big only had
2 years.
one album
No, yeah,
alive,
right, one
and
album.
then one album
But you could still
post-mortem.
give him a Grammy, like the.
Yeah, but you know they were still scared of hip
They
hop
was
back then.
absolutely scared of
You know
hip-hop
what I'm
back then.
saying?
Damn, Snoop had 17 nominations,
But no Grammy,
No
right?
Grammys.
Yeah.
Damn.
What
That's crazy.
the fuck?
That's why. That's why I think the Grammys are trash. Like,
Why
they
doesn't
don't mean
Snoop
anything.
get recognition? Snoop
Grammys
makes
are trash.
great
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah,
That-
it's funny as I'm looking at this. I'm looking at a picture, and I'm about to show. I'll show Greg real fast. I'm like, who is that? That's Nicki before all the enhancements.
Yo, that's funny. Yo,
Anyway,
why isn't Snoop getting respect? Like
I don't know.
you're in LA, you're in a major
His
market
gospel
too.
album was the number one.
He had a country album, bruh.
Did he?
Didn't he have a country album with like
Yeah,
Willie
with-
Nelson or
yeah,
something?
I think they
Yeah.
did.
But the
Snoop's done
gospel
A
everything.
album went
reggae
number one.
album.
yeah.
Yo, Snoop, dude. Snoop has done it all,
Snoop
man.
Lion.
Snoop Lion.
Snoop lying. He did go reggae
I
for a
just-
while.
And
When
then
I
came
went
back
over
with
there-
Bush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
Right
I went
after.
over there, I just felt it. What was he saying? Something like that. He
Yo,
got to
Snoop,
the,
man, could do anything, bro.
can.
Yeah.
And he
That's
just got a
crazy.
star. That's
Snoop's
crazy.
joint on Anderson .Paak's album is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you anyone listened to that album yet?
Nah.
Nah. Check it out.
Snoop joined on his contribution on Wayne Project.
It was
fire.
that joint is fire.
Yeah.
This song too, yeah.
Yeah, man. Snoop does no wrong.
How is this dude?
How
He's
old
got-
is Snoop?
Snoop's
He's
pushing
probably
50,
50,
bruh.
40,
He's
something,
pushing
50.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you think? I know we're about to get out of here soon, but the Meek track list.
Very impressed. 5 or 9? That's the question of the night. 5 or 9?
I go where Drake goes.
Of course.
Oh my goodness, that wasn't the most
I go where Drake goes. Could it be like
Toronto
Drake
just
goes?
won.
Get it?
suspect.
Is it
Double
gonna be?
entendre. I
Yeah,
go where
yeah.
Drake goes. Drake goes. Get it?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you? Meek was on Ellen. You saw that?
Yeah, Meek is. I'm so proud of Meek.
Yeah,
man.
me too.
I'm very impressed with. He's representing the city
Mhm.
proud, man.
You know what I was a little disappointed about? There's no listening party or listening session tonight in Philly.
Okay. Oh, is it? There is one, but it's just not
It's
in
in
Philly.
New York.
Well, I mean,
Nah, man.
what do you mean,
on.
nah, man?
Nah.
What am I trying to sell? Am I trying to get money or what? Like, what? I mean, like, what am I supposed
That's
to?
why.
it's
That's
a-
why Philly hip hop. I feel like the Philly hip hop scene is the way it is.
We need. So here's what we need.
Why they
right?
don't bring nothing home?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all in New York and L.A.
No, I disagree. I think Philly is getting a lot more recognition than a lot of cities, and because of people like Meek who are shedding light on things, and because of people like State Property who shed light on the city. But nah, man, until Philly get a media market that can compete with what New York offers, until we can get more The Commission podcast who brings you exclusive content on a consistent basis, that's what you need to sell records. You know what I mean? That and we don't have that
There's
here.
only like 3 places that have that. L.A.,
New York?
Atlanta, and New York.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no one else gonna be.
But Philly's like one of the biggest cities in.
Atlanta wasn't always that. Atlanta converted to that, and that's what I'm saying. Like
everyone migrated
Philly
there.
can convert to that. You know what I mean? But it takes a lot of work. It takes
I know.
years.
I mean, they gave us Neo Soul, and I'm forever grateful for that, Philadelphia.
Okay, all right.
That's where it started.
We want to get to the playlist.
KP's corner. Yeah, let's go in the playlist.
All right, so this is the Commission Podcast playlist, which is available exclusively on Spotify. To find it, you got to search the Commission playlist, and
You
they'll
gotta
all
search
come
the
up.
playlist, Yes.
This is number 30.
If people having issues searching the playlist,
Yeah, our
Oh.
own
Our own members?
Member over here couldn't find it,
Jesus,
but
man.
it's all right.
But I've been contributing hot fire.
We helped them out.
Dylon.
If you would like your music to be featured on the playlist, you can email us at thecommissionpod@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on Instagram at thecommissionpod. You gonna say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, no, we're not gonna play it. We
don't.
never do.
Yeah, we do.
When?
Sometimes we don't play it. We put it on the playlist.
Well, like once in a blue.
Yeah,
It's like, how many times have we done that this year?
a couple times.
2
Nah, more
out
than
of 21 episodes. Don't get your hopes up, kids.
that. Yeah, it's gotta be hot. It's gotta be hot.
Send the music anyway. I'm listening to it.
Who wants to go
KP ain't even
first?
listening to shit. He ain't listening.
Fuck
He
it.
don't even know where to. He
First of
don't
all,
even know how to get on the
I
playlist.
don't know if you guys know this, but I've been coming with a lot of different type of artists.
KP put a lot of artists on a couple weeks ago. I was impressed.
Like, a lot of every week. is
One of
new
them
artists.
girls just got signed to 300 the other day. I
Do you know what 300 is, KP?
Huh?
You know what 300 is, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying she's been actually not Cupcake, it's Stallion, Megan.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
You're right, my bad.
She's been she was just on 105.
Did she spit for you outside as well?
Nah, she has the like the ratchet Trina style rap from Houston, Texas, and I fuck
Oh,
with
all
it.
right. Okay. Like
Yo,
City Girls.
You know what?
Kind of, but way better though. She got bars.
I like City
I
Girls.
I sent you a few videos.
City Girls dropped the album last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's
One of them's been locked up, yeah. Yo, 106.1 is no longer hip hop.
Oh, they changed it again?
Yeah.
Is it Christmas music?
No, it's like
Old school?
pop. Like
Oh.
pop music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people weren't calling. People weren't listening. No one listens to the radio anymore.
I do. And when I'm driving, I do.
That's
But don't you got
retarded.
like
Why?
Don't you got like
I know. You have
Sirius
Bluetooth,
satellite?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I like listening to the radio sometimes because sometimes there's music they play on the radio that I don't listen to those artists, so they'll play it on the radio, especially like all
The
the
radio is normally the main.
yeah, but it's like
artist.
the young music, the young kids'
Oh,
music that
okay.
I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
Jinkies.
Yeah.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
He trying to.
Yeah.
Kev don't want to grow old.
No, you don't.
Bro, you past your prime, bro. You just let it go.
Let it go. What you get on the other side of 35? You gotta,
Well,
start-
guess what? I'm not yet. So,
You got a
live-
year.
live your life, kid.
Relax. You need to relax.
all right, who's going first?
It's not all speak at once. So
Yeah.
I'll go first then.
All right, then, Mike.
We normally go through the Mike, you got songs? Yeah. We ain't gonna do that
we
this
ain't gonna
time.
Mike's
All
come
right,
with some songs this week.
Let's
He
go.
just picked them right now, but go
No,
ahead.
I
we'll let you
didn't.
go.
Actually, the one I did just pick right now is press play off the Ego Tripping album from Snoop.
Okay.
Just because
Just because I hated on it.
just give Kev a refresher on that one.
Yeah.
Gotta educate him.
I'm gonna put a Stu song on here too, just because.
I'm gonna give y'all a couple other tracks as to why I couldn't go listen to Tekashi because I was listening to the Blueprint, and it's hard to go from Jay to Tekashi.
That's
Okay.
a sick transition.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that won't be on the playlist though, because it's not on
Ooh,
Spotify.
it's definitely
you
not
know
on
what?
Spotify.
Then that's
All
I
right.
guess Jay. I can't show you no love, good
Nah.
brother.
this
Yeah.
time on the
Oh,
Blueprint.
I guess he's going back to Kiki.
Do you love me?
Fifi.
That's
no,
gonna be KP.
Fifi.
I know.
That was Fifi and Nikki.
That's the joint with Nicki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Ooh, I gotta fall back.
All right.
He's not ready.
All
I'm
right.
pass the torch to
Yeah.
KP over here. Who's
Yeah.
ready?
I got it. I go first. So, in the era of because my man got a star on the ground, I'm gonna drop it like it's hot with Snoop. That was
All
my
right.
that was my
Can you
hit.
at least do the remix?
The remix was hot, but it's not on Spotify.
Oh, that's
Huh?
The remix was fire with Jay, but it's
Oh,
not on
this is
Spotify.
Jay-Z on it.
Yeah.
See, well, yeah.
You would think his features
You
would
would.
be on
I-
Spotify.
Double check if it
It's
is
not.
or
I already
not.
know. 'Cause
Okay.
if it was, I'd probably listen to it.
There's iTunes available. You can get on iTunes. But also, I got this Faith song because Faith was just on the Soul Train Awards. Actually, there's a Soul Train movie coming out. I don't know if you guys saw like the clip for it.
A Soul Train movie?
Yeah,
Who's
about
playing Don Cornelius?
the dude that 50 Cent's son in Power.
Son?
Tariq? Oh,
No,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
Tariq.
Oh, the older
the
kid.
other kid. Yeah.
Sean?
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean's playing Don
I
Cornelius?
thought he died.
Well, he died
Nah.
in Power.
I can't see Sean playing. I can't even see Sean playing a young Don Cornelius.
Watch it. He's pimp slapping people. The trailer's crazy.
Don Cornelius was the man. I heard.
Yeah,
I've heard stories about
Yeah,
Don
he's
Cornelius.
I can't wait to see it. Even though it might be a BC special, so I'm about to drink before I watch it. But I'm still optimistic.
All right.
But soon as I get home, by Faith, that's a
Classic.
classic right there.
Classic.
And then just to stay true and bring new music, because I got someone always keeping me up to date. It's called Black Girl Magic by Che Logo. So I'll send you the name so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All
right.
Interesting.
Cool.
Che Lingo. I'm looking at Che Lingo.
Che Lingo.
Che Lingo, shout out.
Something different.
My first song, 2 people sent me this joint this week, and my people's been blasting this shit in the house all week long. Shea Butter Babe.
It was on there last week.
I don't give a good goddamn.
That joint is fire.
I love this song.
Yeah. Off the Creed 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, man. If y'all ain't listen to it, we running
Shout out
it
to
back.
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox featuring J. Cole.
Yo.
I'm gonna check it out because you know what? As you watching the movie, like you be like, damn, the soundtrack. I was thinking that too when I left. I just never got a chance to get around to it.
I was just listening to it on the way here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was playing before you all got here. For real. It was blasting
She
upstairs.
can sing, man. I like her voice.
Yeah, I like
She's
her
from
voice.
like Nigeria, I think.
Is she now?
Yeah, because I was watching her live on IG the other night. And
now I'm a bigger fan. Now I got to start following
Let
her.
me see if I can watch the movie tonight. I'm about to go Fandango this. Go ahead, though.
Second joint I got. Shout out to Meek dropping tonight. Gotta give him Uptown Vibes featuring Fabulous. That's like my new little Philly anthem
where's
for
the
right now.
summertime shootout tape, Fab? It's winter.
I mean,
You haven't gotten a Fab project this whole year.
He's touring, I guess. I don't know.
Really high on him. I think
The
he's in
last
Dubai
Fab
right
thing
now.
we got was Freddie Jason this time last year.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know. Him or Jada. Haven't heard. Jada's been quiet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Got a good rating.
Huh? What got a good rating?
Creed. Go ahead.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you for permission to continue. Last one. Shout out, and I know this is gonna be. I'm gonna do this again when we do our shout outs. But shout out to Eric Sermon, man. Celebrated his 50th birthday
Saw
this
that.
week.
Him and Redman were in the studio.
Yeah, him and Redman were at a party, and he told
Green Eyed Bandit.
who was that? Was that C DJing or somebody else? Anyway, he just said throw on Tonight's Tonight, and I was like, damn, I missed this motherfucking song. So I had to add it to the playlist because that's a classic. Like, honestly, do your history. Like, know your history. That beat has been used so many times over, but I think Redman is probably one of the illest who killed it. Like, he destroys that beat.
All right.
And
Tonight's the night beat.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, that
I
joint.
got you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got. Kev, what you got?
I got off the Dipset album,
Okay.
the Dipset and the Locks joint. It's
Okay.
called Dipset Locks. Our original.
Wow, these guys were really
Those
spending a
guys
lot
are
of time.
they was in
Yeah,
the lab
very
like, what are we
creative.
gonna call it?
Yeah, right, very creative.
Off the David Barrs album that came out. It's called New Breed. Big
Oh, you
fan.
feeling that? I'm glad I put you on.
Yeah, man, I like that.
Mm.
And Philly's own Bree Steves has a new track called Regrets. And my last one, I haven't even heard it yet, but it's on the playlist.
Oh, you just gonna add it in? I thought about doing this.
Meek, Jay-Z,
I
and
thought
Rick Ross.
You read my motherfucking
What's
mind.
free?
I was gonna do that. I swear to God, I was gonna do that. I was like, you know
When
what?
did that drop tonight?
This joint ain't
Yeah.
even out yet, but I know it's gonna be fired, so
Yep.
just put it on the playlist anyway.
Y'all know what else drops tonight?
What's that?
Victor Oladipo.
I heard him on what show was he on? And he
The
was
Shop.
singing.
Was it the shop?
No. This was a radio show. Recently or some.
Was that? No, it wasn't Sway. Was it?
I think it was
Was it
Sway.
Sway? It
I
was.
think it
All
was
right, all
Sway.
right. I think
Yeah,
that's-
and he
yeah.
was like doing like man, he's talented. Victor
Somebody was
Oladipo
like
is
singing
actually.
real fast, and he sung. Was that Sway? I
It
think
might
I
not
seen
have
that
been.
too,
It
though.
could have been like Ebro or
The
something.
other day
I
was
don't
the
know.
5-year anniversary of that.
What's that?
You don't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you have like a calendar that updates you on this today in hip hop?
Maybe.
It must
might-
be it.
might be
I'm
a-
like, how do you know all
It's like
this
a-
shit,
it's like
man?
an app for that. There's
Yeah.
an app for
There
that.
should be an app for that.
I
Yo,
did.
so
Kev,
they-
the hustler. I'm a
99
hustler.
cents.
You gotta play that whenever you have an idea like that.
All right.
Today in
Speaking of
hip
that, they
hop.
said Kim was saying, speaking of Kanye, they were saying she was on E when her and Ray J did the tape.
Yeah,
Y'all see that?
I saw that.
Does it
That-
matter?
Who cares?
I'm about to say,
I,
does
was,
that
I,
even
I
make
read
a
that. I'm like,
difference?
why?
Yeah, who
Why
cares?
are
I was
you
on
bringing
ecstasy.
this up right
So
now?
nutty.
Yeah,
Okay.
But he did rent out a Boeing 747 for them to
I
fly.
did see that. That was kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy, big jet. Kanye
Yeah.
got that money now. He worth 900, I think, right now, 9 something.
I don't know.
I think the brand is worth that much.
No,
Whatever he's worth is very little to what they're worth.
she's worth.
That family.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like,
You think Kim is worth more than Kanye?
hell yeah.
Maybe not right now.
Absolutely do.
You
Fire.
think Kim is worth more than Kanye?
Absolutely. I do.
We gotta look that up.
Not right now.
It's worth a Google.
The family, for sure.
Well, I mean,
Oh, the family is. I mean,
Kylie's
it's
like
too
a-
many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kylie is running
Billionaire.
shit right now. Yeah, I don't know. She's the richest,
She
but
is.
she's
She's
She's the
definitely
richest at
she's
all.
the
of them.
richest.
now.
Yeah.
The model one, right?
Kylie.
No, the one,
Kylie?
the
one
Scott's
Travis
wife.
Scott?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
richest.
for real?
I
I
thought
thought
she
I
was
heard
only-
the model.
But
I
she
heard,
was
I
only
heard
a-
the model
she-
one
then
was.
she's only 100 mil in is what her company I thought was or her
Nah.
net worth was.
No, she's close to a billion. She's
Close
on
to
the
a
cover of
billionaire,
Forbes.
yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yes, she was on the cover of
Mhm.
Forbes magazine.
Yep.
Baby mom. He's even.
He even says it in the on that on
Sicko
sicko mode.
Wow.
Yeah, she's close to a billion. She's the
It's
richest
crazy.
of the family.
She's the smartest. I like her the best out of all of them. I mean, I just don't. She don't talk a lot. Is my opinion. I think she moves. I like how she moves.
I like Kim.
I don't. I mean, whatever.
I'm here
I
for
mean,
Kim.
it's cool.
You got any shouts before we get out of here?
Like I said, shout out to Eric Sermon. You know what I mean? Green Eye Bandit once again. You know what I mean? I was a big EPMD fan growing up. So, you know, Eric
All right.
and Parrish making dollars. For
Mike?
those who didn't know what it meant.
No, I ain't got no shots this week.
All right.
You know what I mean? Not like that.
Hold on. I'll do my shout for you.
To
Shout
the
out to all the listeners.
Yeah,
you know what
why
I
not?
mean?
Shout
We
out to the
appreciate you.
listeners.
We appreciate you.
Shout out to my guy in the shot, my man Jason. It was his birthday the other day. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's listening. Shout out to him. My son dropped a tooth today. Shout out to Mikey on that.
Uh-oh.
He was proud.
Under the pillow.
He was
man.
proud. How
He's
much you
under the
giving
pillow
him? How
tonight.
much you giving him?
$5.
Hey,
you giving him
man,
a
I
five
got
spot.
$1.
All right, yeah, I'm about to say, man.
All right.
Coming up out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna put my teeth under the pillow. Duncan household.
Give
You're
him
gonna
no
need
five.
to keep those joints.
$5. So he ain't spending it, but whatever.
KP.
Yeah. Shout outs to Black Only Clothing Line on IG.
Yeah, let's get some hats.
And yeah, you know I can't get that. And shout outs to Curly on Instagram too.
Curly.
Mhm.
Is that a guy?
No, it's a girl.
All right. Shout out to my brother Mark. It was his birthday yesterday.
Hey, what up, Mark?
And then shout out to all the listeners. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at thecommissionpod. And
Somebody told me we hit a new benchmark.
we did,
this
man.
month.
We had a record high number of listens this month. So shout out to us.
Okay.
Real
Very
loud.
sudden.
It's
I
real
didn't-
loud.
I mean, you faded it out though.
It's
Like
real-
I'm like,
I
what are
was
you
it's too
doing?
long. It's real loud.
It was-
Fade to black.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Jeez.
Fade the show out. We out of
We
here.
out of here?
Oh, what kind of music we taking this out to? All right, we're gonna leave.
ready?
Leaving the way we left them. Leave the way we came.
No hate remarks.
Grand opening, grand closing.
The commission.
Sneak week.
Can't put your messing with Meek because Drake and Meek are rough. He's not over it yet. Drake's over it, but he's not over it.
That's interesting. Why is that?